live.
And we're live, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Sunday, a classic Sunday stream. How's it going, Austin and Blazin and Drop Bear and Pink Tambourine and Jay? Hello, everybody. Hello. And Misprint and Big Fast and everybody else. Welcome in. Another great day. Another great Sunday for a brand new episode. And Tiggles. And Sleepy. How's it going, everybody? Glad to have everyone here today. Let me know if there's any kind of audio quality issues. We're testing something new. And music quality. So let us know if anything is awry.
My pledge is eternal service.
Oh, and Tiggles with a member. Thank you, my man. Already, the day's just started. And people are already getting out their mom's credit cards and handing over the 3 digits on the back. Thank you, my man. For those who may not know, we finally got everything set up on the YouTube side for, like, memberships and everything. It was a long road, but there's a lot of hoops and hurdles to get through when it comes to YouTube side.
My
oh, and Big Fast as well with another membership.
Service.
How's it going, Mr. Gorilla? For those who may not know as well, we did also make a Kick account. I know everyone is set in their ways to stick around with either YouTube or Twitch, but hey, the more people that can watch these animations on different platforms that they're more comfortable with, the better. At least that's what I say. So I think we're going to have a fantastic Sunday because we finally get some dark and darker episode shenanigans to work on. Oh my god, Tiggles! Oh my goodness! 20 memberships for YouTube side? Okay, we haven't even started anything yet. This man's already gonna have to get his sketch out of the way. His drawing. My goodness. Oh, and Durka as well. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. I'm just realizing right now, is it gonna do that all 20 times? for the on-screen? Absolutely massive, Mr. Tiggles and Mr. Durka. You guys showing support so early in the stream. I know that was a question a lot of people had right at the start when we started streaming. They were like, where's memberships? Where's all that other stuff? And you guys really did hold out until that moment. Quick, someone gift 100. Austin, you're up. Whoever said it first gets to do it. I don't know what to draw. Mr. Tiggles, what do you want to draw? What do you want me to do? I'll do it, boss. I'll do it. He's just drawing something in the meantime. Hey, you over there, why not put the notifications down in the corner? Otherwise it's gonna take up a lot of the center space. Sorry, I'm just talking to the technical team over there. But thank you so much, Tickles, my man. I don't know where you guys get the mentality to do something like that, but you guys are already making a Goopa feel appreciated. And don't think I forgot as well as good old Mr. Durka as well with the 5 as well. Man, I don't even know what to say so early on in the stream. It's not even been 10 minutes. Go ahead, tell us, Tickles. What would you like? What would you like me to draw? If it's within the terms of service for YouTube, I will do it. How's it going, Marlene? Can you make a video of what happens with the nukes? That's currently going on as well. That's it's a rare Sunday stream for Mr. Peanut, but you know, it's quite interesting to see both the Peanuts on Sundays. Seeing as, how's it going, Caden? Seeing as this is usually Big Peanut's day off. So we said, you know what? We don't want to disappoint people. We know we like people to come out and hang out for a little bit. And we know, you know, it might not be the most entertaining thing in terms of the big nut himself. But hey, might as well still get some streams going on the Sundays, some interactions with everybody. It's like having two, it's like you come to a party and there's two cakes there. And Noid, BP is streaming on his channel, just popped in to show some love. Love your videos, man. Keep being awesome. Oh, thank you, Noid. I know everybody is very busy with the conclusion of the nuke event on Peanut's channel. It's been a long 3 days for him. But being able to get some Peanut content on Sunday is a rare treat. How's it going, Ox? Hello, are you a fan account or part of the team? Well, the long story short is we used to be a fan account, just people making some stuff just because we really liked Peanut's content. And now we created so much of it that they have invited us to be part of Peanut Productions. Yes, so it was a fan account, and now we are part of the team. And Just Bob, how's it going? Hello, Tarkov's Angel. And Legion. Just thought we were hoping for the best here. That's all you can hope for. And I guess the best really did happen. All because of you guys. Because of you. Oh my god. Tilt, you're gonna I won't be able to get any work done. Another 20 gifted memberships from Mr. Tiggles. He was not playing around, ladies and gentlemen. He said, as soon as you get your memberships on YouTube, let me know. Absolutely huge, massive. I'm sorry I don't have the energy as Peanut does to start shouting all and screaming his head off. I feel I would collapse from lack of oxygen if I attempted that. You know what? We're gonna put a quick, tasteful, light, tasteful pin in it, and we're gonna think of something that we're gonna draw for Mr. Tiggles a little later as we can get some work done, because that's what everyone wants to see. But do not think that we will forget about you, Mr. Tiggles, my man. My goodness, I don't even know what to say. You guys truly know how to spoil a Goopa out here. Just flipping on the stream, just saying hello and what's up and wanting to hang out. And yes, we finally do have, you know, some emotes and badges set up on the YouTube side as well. They're a little lacking in terms of Twitch, you know, what they can do compared to Twitch, but hey, it all works out. Need some green names, and Mr. Tiggles is in first place. Oh, how's it going, Helix? Congrats on the job. Oh, thank you, my man. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh, and Bunny over there on the kick side. And how's it going, Ash? I gotta make sure to look at 3 chats now, so if I happen to miss something, it's because I'm fluctuating between all 3. But the more we can spread out across the ether, the better it is. How's it going, Neve? Didn't know we streamed. Great job on the animations, man. Good stuff. Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. Welcome in, everybody, for all the... Oh, and Big Fast Racing as well with more memberships. Man, you guys are on a roll over there. How's it going, Tim? Man, Tiggles and Racing and Durka doing everything they can to get the green name spread across on the YouTube side. My goodness, my God. Thank you, my man. My men's, my dudes. Yes, if you're in the chat and you happen to get one, go ahead and give them a quick, tasteful thank you. How's it go? Oh, and Kid as well, and Miss Pratt, OnlyFans win. We gotta spread across, right? There'll be a Patreon, and we'll be streaming on MySpace, just everywhere.
My pledge is eternal service.
I noticed after your artwork was flat that one time in Twitch chat, you added more details. Very cool, very nice. Exactly. I know a big thing was people telling us, man, I don't know if Peanut looks like a squash or anything in these cartoons, but if he had a little bit of that texture on him, he would look like a peanut. And ever since then, we were like, you know what? You're right. You know what? You're absolutely right. And Izol as well. Oh, blazing with a 10 gifted subs on the Twitch side. I don't know what to do today. I can't comprehend it. It doesn't stop. My goodness. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know what to say. It happens every Sunday. I should expect it by now. Well, not expect it, but I should get used. There we go. That's the correct term. I should get used to it by now, but I don't. I had to work some overtime for that. The children freeze, but as long as he's got that gifted sub, he's like, you kids will watch the stream and like it. But thank you, Blazin' and Durka and Tiggles and everybody who's... Oh, and Silent Blade as well. My good man, my good men, my good ladies, good laddie doos, good laddie does. All that stuff that Peanut says that I can never really understand because he says it way too quickly and nobody could really quite catch the cadence of it, so they just try and guess of what he's trying to say. I'm sure someone has deciphered the code right now. The hieroglyphic code and the ancient texts of what that man tries to say, what that nut tries to say. We'll get there eventually. But thank you so much, everybody. Already at the start of the stream. But let me just scroll back up here real quick. Drop Bear, are we selling merch? Unfortunately, no merch at the moment. I guess the only thing we could offer right now is free videos, and if people would like to, subscribe to any of the channels, there's some emotes there if you like hanging out on Twitch. And Icy, just because I didn't acknowledge what you said there. Huge fan of the nut, just as big a fan of you. Love the videos, man. You do great work. Much love from the South. Oh my, thank you. And I love you guys too. I love you guys. Just let me know, because my brother over there is telling me to ask you guys. Just let us know if there's any, like, if the music's getting in the way of us, like, scrolling through the animation. I know when you have too much layered audio, it can get a little distracting. Yeah, there's a new playlist that we'll listen to, but it's on Spotify now. Just a little something in the background, just, you know, so you guys don't have to only hear me. You guys can listen to a little bit of tunes as well. Some soothing... You like jazz? You like some soothing jazz? Or whatever's playing. I actually don't have my headphones in, so I can never tell what this one over here is playing. Peanut has a video he says the name really fast, and thank you for the X-gifted subs. Thank you, boy. Thank you, my good man. Good lad. Okay, so Blazin has deciphered the code. He needs a fire new drawing for his Discord. PFP. We'll get to thinking on what we could help with that. In fact, you could even message us, Blazin. We'll see what we can do to try and get that squared away. How's it going, Dirko, my man? I think I've already said that, but you can never be too safe. And Elysian, I clicked on this at first thinking it was Peanut, but honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. Well, guess what? Both Peanuts are on today. Both versions. The true version and then the discount dollar store version. The Kirkland version. Are both on. You get 2 cakes today. Hooray. But yeah, Peanut was playing in the Rust event. His Global Warfare event. So it extended over into Sunday, which is usually, everyone knows, is Peanut's normal day off. But we just thought, hey, you know what? We like hanging out with everybody. We need to get work done anyway, and you guys help us keep us focused instead of just wandering off to go and do something else. So the faster and the better that these episodes can get work done, perfect. We get work done, you guys get to hang out. And I think it's a win-win. So even though the nut is on today, we still thought, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and just load up ourselves anyway. How's it going, Outlaw Bob? You're the guy that's doing all the animations. Love them. Keep up the laughs. Yes, sir. Both my brother and I work on these animations. That's who you're seeing on the screen. Oh, speaking about on the screen and everything, did I finally get the whole FAQ set up? I remember I wrote out everything. I don't know. I think it's because I had formatting problems. Okay. Oh yeah. I think Dirk has got it. We got one thing on the YouTube side, or on the Twitch side, where it's a little bit of a text dump. But just in case if people were ever curious. But yes, Outlaw Bob will definitely keep them going. We love making them. You guys like watching them. And everyone just has a good time. Strix has a good... Kirkland is high quality. You know what? There are some times where I think Kirkland is even better than the normal brand. I'm like, why do I prefer the Kirkland? It's just one of those things. And Doc, how's it going, man? What's today's clip? So, just as the title says, we got some new Dark and Darker episode. I don't know if did that change on the YouTube side? I'm not too sure. But anyway, we got some Dark and Darker clips here. I know everybody has been wanting a few Dark and Darker, but now we finally got it in the works. It's the part, because there's tons of hilarious parts for their Dark and Darker arc that they're playing through right now. But this specific part is when everybody is, trying to play through their match, and they just keep interrupted by stream snipers and more wizards, and it was just, so it's like the wizard convention. It was like, my wizard, and everyone just comes out of the woodworks, just surrounding them. It was like everybody is just around them, camping the other doors, wizards everywhere. That is what this episode is. So we got a nice little selection of stuff that we can work on today. Absolutely, Dirk. It's the work in progress stuff. And Gaper, how's it going, my man? And Duff as well. Thank you guys for stopping in. What animation software do you use? I was supposed to have it set up on YouTube. Oh, and Misprint with the 5 gifted subs again, Misprint, my man. You're a legend. Everybody's a legend today. They're just handing them out like candy. If you guys happen to have gotten a gifted sub on the Twitch side from Misprint, go ahead and give him a thank you. We got quite a few emotes and stuff over there. We got some animated stuff and some good old hamburger sub badges and everything, because everybody loves a good burger. But thank you, my man. Man, we're not even half an hour in, and you guys have already been going ham with all the gifted subs today. My goodness. But Elysian, just to go ahead and quickly answer your question. Oh, my bad. It wasn't Elysian. It was Gaper. It was Gaper that was saying it is Adobe Flash CS6. Oh, it tickles with another 10. Okay, my man. I always love the support, but you gotta cool down. You gotta stop. You gotta pace yourself. The bank's gonna be wondering, is like, who is this person you're doing this to? Oh, and Perch as well. We've been meaning to talk to you. Hey, Mr. Habibi, Mr. Quicksand, my man. There's a murderous panda trying to get into your closet. You can't fool me with my own tricks, sir. Those tricks belong to us. But yes, a 1,000 blessings to Mr. Habibi, Mr. Quicksand GM, over on the Twitch side as well. And Kilbasa Kid as well. I don't know how everybody does it. They just keep coming in and they say, "Hey, what's up? Here's a sub. Here's some bits." Every time, it's without fail. That was amazing. Everyone loved the video so much. It shocked me sometimes. I'm just like, man, I sometimes leave my window open out in the front. It was like, what if they got a little curious? And yes, everybody on the Twitch side, go and say hello. And a big shout out to Mr. Quicksand GM, Mr. Habibi. Welcome in for another quality Sunday stream.
Wizard meeting over here. Wizard.
Yes, my good man. We hope you are well rested, so that way you can return to your throne. You dropped this, king. Pick it up. Here, the crown is yours. Put it on. It's special made. Just got home from a 12-hour shift. So tired, but good overall. Hey, as long as you're feeling up to it, that's all that counts. A hard day of work, and now a good hard evening of rest. Absolutely, Caden. Mr. Tickles has been going absolutely ham over here. And Misprint and all the usual suspects that start handing out those subs and the bits and everything, they're back again, continue doing their thing, keeping us afloat. You don't know how much that means to us. That people would spend their hard-earned ducats just on sneeches like us. Yeah, Gaper, CS6, yeah, it's an old program, something that people probably have not heard of in quite a while, probably from either like their early high school days or their early college days. So there's a lot. There's a lot of memories with this kind of program. Millions of blessings to BPA and all of you. You all too kind. Did you heard that, everybody? Just start separating and dishing out those blessings. I gotta make sure on the kick side that I gotta Mr. Perch, he knows all about the kick side. I gotta make sure I give him mod over there. Because sooner or later we'll be spreading ourselves across all the platforms. We'll be up on AOL Messenger eventually. Yeah, CS6 was quite a while ago. Oh, and Duff is done with a stylus or a mouse? This is done with a stylus. So exactly as you see the little peanut character drawing on, that's exactly what my brother works on when it comes to his animation and his artwork and everything. It's a Wacom Cintiq that he draws on. I do know that there are some people out there, a good handful of people that do use mouse for their drawings and for their creations and everything. I don't know how they do that because I can't even fathom the hand control to get something like that on a mouse. But it is able to be done. Just I don't know their secrets. I have BPA on my top 8. On the top 8 programs, there's, what is there? AOL Messenger, MySpace. Twitch, Kick, Facebook. Where else? Where else is there? There's a few that I'm missing. I know. Can you stream on LimeWire? Was there any streaming back then? And RJ, yeah. Oh my God, definitely Dark and Darker. Yeah, we got some wizardry action over here. Well, have a good one. The first live stream, I wanted to drop in, show some love. Keep up the great, hilarious work. Peanut makes it easy, I'm sure. Absolutely, my man. Thanks for stopping in. I know there's a lot of things people could be doing today, especially seeing that Peanut is still on. So I think he could be going even to his regular time. So we'll see how that progresses throughout the night. But thanks for stopping in, my man. You have a good night as well. Go live on MIRC. I feel like I've heard that before. I just can't put my finger on it. I was like, where have I heard that before? Where the X-Fire? Had to be on Napster for streaming. He's just dying over and over, nothing new. Oh, okay, so we're solid for the next 2 or 3 hours, because that's what it's gonna happen over there on Peanut's side. I hear they're racing right to the finish right now. Right to the finish of the Nuke event. AOL dialing up dial-up streaming servers. We're gonna be at 2-bit rate. What's the average length of your animation clips? Blows. It's roughly around about a minute. That's I think a minute is the sweet spot to get a good story out. Sometimes you'll see some clips that are a little shorter. Just because the moment is so funny, you'll see some of those shorter clips. But for the most part, it's around a minute. Oh, and Sublime. Did you go to school for this? My brother and I did actually go to school for this. But in terms, it wasn't like a university or anything where you'll actually like learn from, you know, industry professionals and where there's a lot of competition and everything. We did go to school for it, but it was more so they didn't teach us too much in terms of like the artistic side, the artistic skill of it. They did teach us though about like the process of it. at least we knew how to do, and we knew the process of it. But now when you're putting that in terms of working with other people and working with a team, that's what they taught us with when it comes to when it came to animation in school. You like to watch streams of my GE Min and Kitchen CRT TV, just the low right next to. I love watching my streams right next to the ice maker. You can never go wrong. I'll throw up a stream on the on the oven display. Sometimes if it's a little bit of an updated air fryer, throw another stream onto the air fryer screen. Oh, is it going slack?
Really quick wizard meeting.
Yeah, you can pretty much stream on whatever you want these days. There is no shortage of places where you can throw up a stream and it'll just work. Giving you Nam-like flashbacks with the dial-up. For the most part, the good majority of people who's on Twitch and streams these days had to deal with the 90s era of the internet. And back then, we thought it was the best thing around. There was no beating it. Things have been good. Got your 34-inch monitor set up. Oh, my goodness, you can run 2 screens on one screen with that size.
Really quick wizard meeting over here.
Real quick, how long on average does it take you guys to compile everything for a clip? Roughly around 5 to 8 days is usually the turnaround time for these animations. And that's both with my brother and I working. It's just on Sundays when we like to stream. That's where we take it a little slower, where I'll be on the mic interacting with all you guys, and then he'll be the one showing his display. There will come a time where we will go ahead and do maybe some games as well. I know everybody, when they stop in here, they really want to see, you know, how the process is done and everything. But you know, you never know what people might be interested in when it comes to a few games. Sometimes, you know, if one of us isn't available, but we still want to throw on a stream, that could be something. But we do know that the bread and butter is the episode creation, so we're definitely sticking to that as the main thing. And then over time, we'll sprinkle in. It's like, hey, you know what? Maybe I want to play a game today. Oh, how's it going, Joe? The latest video that you dropped may be the best. Well done, guys. Thank you, my good man. I'm glad we could all enjoy the struggle of the whole squad. And it's just another episode that we get to enjoy. Their suffering is our entertainment. It's 1440p. Sheesh, the man's got the setup. 1440 at, what was it, a 34-inch monitor. You can cover your peripherals with that. Oh, how's it going, Blow? I've been animating for 2 years and still learning so many new things. Well, that's always great. Animation is definitely not, it's definitely not... It's something that could be very excited for. Like, people could be very excited to learn animation, and then to get the whole process of it down. It's going to take some time. It's not a skill that people can just grasp so easily. But the more people that try it, the better. So the drawing process that we see is your brother? Yes, it is. Both my brother and I work on these, and we make these. It's just when we stream, so that way, you know, we're not so distracted when we get to interact with everybody. He does the animation, and I'll do the talking. But then the rest of the week, we're both working at our normal speed. Hey, at least you didn't say muted and lagging this week. That's always a plus. Thank goodness. He did not get me this week. You're so good, Nick Merckx, getting so mad at the fingerprint. Hey, when you get a notification that says, hey, sign in with your fingerprint, I think even I felt that through the screen. We love suffering around here. It's all we do. Why do you think I chose animation for a career path? Because I love suffering.
Really quick, wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting.
Oh damn! Quicksand, you got a 2-week break, as you probably definitely needed after that whole subathon. Did you head out to like go vacation with family, or did you go somewhere to actually vacation, or is it just you're just sticking around at home for your 2-week-long break?
Really quick, wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting.
Does bro ever join the talk with chat too? Sometimes when I have to go away, or maybe I have to go deal with something real quick outside, like a bear, or some hysterical dogs that are doing whatever. I'll pass the mic over to him, and he'll probably talk for a quick moment. It felt like 2 years, I'd imagine. Yell hi sneaky. he I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but he did yell over his desk.
Really quick, wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting.
Do you know Peanut IRL? We do not. We were just fans that happened to turn our fan content into part of Peanut Productions. But thank you, my man. Thank you, Water. We do not know him in real life, like a good amount of the people that he plays with now, like Coco and John and everything, and Junji. Those are all like his close friends that he knows in real life. We just happen to be fans that are now part of the team. BPA subathon win. Oh, my subathon will last around 6 hours because I'll be like, all right, everybody, I am cooked beyond belief. I don't even know how anyone can stream longer than that. Like, especially if I'm trying to, get work done and everything like this. After 3 or 4 hours just streaming, I'm already starting to feel it. So I can't even imagine how you guys do it. And then to keep stream going as well, even as you sleep. Not how a subathon works, sorry. Well, quick, have another subathon to show me how it's done. Quickly, quick. Log in right now. Don't put that on you. Oh, now who wants? That's not how a subathon works. When I was playing Minecraft, my friends, they acted like wizards and yelled at the top of the lungs going, wizard meeting, wizard meeting, wizard meeting. Hey, when we watch Peanut do stuff and it somehow bleeds into other things, it's hard not to use the quotes we learn. That's awesome way to capitalize on opportunity. Peanut is definitely a character. He is the perfect character. I think even before people were, they saw any of the cartoons, they all told people, it's like, man, Peanut could be a voice actor with how loud he screams and the range and that he has with that. So now that people can see the animated version and they see, the animated Peanut with Peanut's voice, they're like, man, this actually does feel like a cartoon with just the way that his character is. Ah, the bagel. Yes. How's it going, bagel? Make sure to check it out later. Absolutely, sir. I will go ahead and make sure to check that. He's very animated. Absolutely. He... For anyone over there, just quickly like the stream and join the Discord.
Really quick wizard meeting.
Just
over
got to
here.
get that
Wizard meeting.
that little quick announcement out there. Can't wait to see Adventures of Burnt Peanut on Netflix. Knowing how the internet is these days, it probably won't be uncommon if that ever did happen. It's like you have people who have worked on the internet for a long time, and then they're given Netflix shows and Hulu shows and all these other kinds of things. They're like, I thought that was just a guy on the internet, and it turns out now they get all kinds of shows. And with Peanut being the character that he is, with the audience that he has, it's not even out of the realm of possibility that something like that maybe down the line could potentially happen. You never know. And we were always thinking to ourselves, because we were always saying, it's like, okay, well, looking at it from a creator standpoint, you can't use the games that Peanut plays, because now then you're going to run into licensing issues. And if you try and make, like, let's say it was Peanut during his Ark days, it was like, oh, imagine a show about Peanut playing Ark. It's just like, that would probably be really hard to do, because now you have to worry about a third party being a part of the production. You can't use Ark. You would have to create a new game for it. So my brother and I was even theorizing and theory crafting of, hey, what would like a real show about a Peanut character be of someone who's like a gamer? And so we were thinking to ourselves and bouncing off ideas. I was like, all right, what if it's a guy that it's like you don't really know too much of the backstory too much. It kind of like drops you into the world, where it's a guy who was a gamer who got turned into a Peanut, and now he has to play through all these different video games to try and get back to like the real world. So kind of putting it into kind of like that perspective of, okay, it's a story of, about the same character, a story about a Peanut, so you get the main focus of it, but instead of actually revolving around real life games that they play, it would have to be made up games. And cheers to you, my good man. Hope to see a BP show made by PPA. That's what when people always say that, I was like, the show is actually in the works. It's just being worked on 1 minute at a time. Absolutely, Racing. Thanks for a great shout out to our good man Quicksand. He's using his vacation days to come and just a quick little hangout as well. He is taking time out of his vacation to just come and say what's up and hang out with us. They probably race swap him to a walnut, though. That is very on brand for Netflix. Yeah, the card game Exploding Kittens got a Netflix series. Kind of wild. I did not even know that. I know of the card game. I did not know it had a show. I did not know about that at all. See, you never know what can be a show now. So a character that already has kind of like an internet presence, who already has a version of an animated show, it's not even out of the realm of possibility that could happen. Okay, Quicksand. It wasn't just me. At first, when I first saw Racing's name, I was like, oh, it's not tracing, it's racing. We just cut off that. Yeah, me too. It's just like, it got me too. But of course now I know it is racing. But at the start of it, I didn't know.
Really quick wizard meeting over here.
And Goon, how's it going, my man? Big fast tracing, yep. So there's all things these days that can be a TV show. Hey, if like shows like Jersey Shore and like Love Island and everything could exist, what about the? And we all know the craziness that goes on there. I don't even watch those shows, and I know that those shows were always crazy.
Yeah.
So you never know what can be a TV show these days. Not out of the realm of possibility to see a Peanut on as an animated character on screen. That's actually too tame. Got the old wizard meeting and Potions Anonymous. I thought that would be a fun little Easter egg. Not even a little Easter egg. A fun little joke. And Gigawatts, how's it going, man? And Scrubs. You always see the clips on TikTok. Well, welcome to the stream. I know a lot of people may not be familiar with the stream because like so many people keep saying it's like, man, I had no idea you streamed. Does animating specifically for shorts in the vertical format present any challenges you wouldn't normally run into for traditional animation? Love the work, keep it up. Oh, thank you, Scrubs, my man. You'd actually be surprised. At first, my brother and I, we never did anything in the terms of, vertical format. That was the first for us. So yeah, it was definitely, it was a learning curve. You don't have a lot of space to work with. So you got to really focus on what you want to show on screen. I think that's the big thing in terms of working vertically. Steam is BPA the long... yeah, there we go. BPA the long way. The long way. So it was definitely a challenge for us to get used to working in vertical for at least the first time. But now that we're 7 to 8 months inside of it now, close to 30 episodes of Burnt Peanut Animated already. It's now become a lot easier to manage. There are some times it's like, man, I just wish I had a little bit more space. And granted, you can shrink the scene a little bit. Where it's like, oh, I don't want it to be like so far back. I want it to be a closer to focus. But Giga, your clips are amazing. You animate them so well. Well, thank you, my man. By golly, thank you. Finally, to turn that art degree into something that people actually like, right? Oh, and Peanut Butter Pumpkin Party. Are you the creator of the YouTube Shorts with the Peanut model using? Yes, sir. We are the creators of all those shorts, of all the animations that you may see on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. I wonder if it would be funny to upload some videos to like Newgrounds or MySpace or something and see what happens. You managed to pull it off so well. Thanks for answering. Oh, not a problem. If you have any other questions, do not hesitate to ask, as Peanut always says. Don't worry, Perch. In time, we'll get that kick up and running. In time, in time. But the interesting thing is, we could potentially see a second stream tomorrow. Because I think Peanut may be off tomorrow, seeing as today is usually his day off. Oh, American Knight with the super chat. Love your work. Thanks for all the great laughs, buddy. Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you for that super chat. The first one on YouTube. By golly, thank you. My brother would be sketching stuff for, for the people that so generously give of their funditures, but he just wants to get a little bit of work done, and then a little bit later on, he'll go ahead and make some drawings for those that earlier in the stream have already so generously given some coin out of their pocket. But thank you, my man. The super chat animation is so cute. Yeah, it's we didn't want to make anything too different, so we just grabbed a bunch of the stuff that we made from episodes and be like, oh, this is a great use for it. You can only like it once, unfortunately. Always killing it on point with the videos. Thank you, Tyler. I'm glad people get a good kick out of them. Oh, how's it going, Vital? Peanut did say he's taking Monday off. Well, maybe my brother and I will be up to another stream tomorrow. We've done it before when Peanut got off early last week on Sunday or on Saturday. So who knows? Maybe we can throw up another stream tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe we can finally play a game this time, or maybe continue on work. He may use it as his day off. There we go. I do remember seeing that as well. Hey, how's it going, Domo? The new emote looks cool. Yeah, my brother thought it was really funny. It was just like I've never seen, an animated emote, a two-parter animated in a chair spinning. So we were like, okay, I get it. I think that's kind of funny. So what stage of the process are you at now? We're pretty much at the beginning of this episode. The very first stage is finding a clip, finding something fun to animate or something funny to animate. And then the next thing is, preparing the audio. Like if it's too long of an encounter, my brother will cut it up and put it together and splice it together to make it much more streamlined. Then afterwards, he'll put it into a file and send it to me, and I start making all the ideas for it, which you see in like the background over there. Either like the lightly colored stuff or the red lines that he traces over. That's all my ideas for the episode. And I'll get, 20 seconds done at a time and then send that over so he can start animating it, like how you're seeing right now. And then usually during our work weeks, I'll continue doing that for the whole episode until I reach the end. And, we'll see where he is at a certain part throughout the week it was like, okay, I finished the animation, or at least the ideas for the animation. Where are you? So that way I continue from the end and we'll meet up in the middle, or wherever is left in the middle. And Doug the Wizard meeting, absolutely, yeah. This is the Wizard meeting. We know a few people wanted some Dark and Darker, and we're like, okay, Dark and Darker is actually really fun to watch. So we thought, hey, this is probably one of the better clips of all the Dark and Darker. There's tons of funny Dark and Darker clips, but we thought that this was going to probably be the best one, just to show the chaos of the whole gameplay so far. Yeah, it's for people who aren't familiar with the process of animation and everything, it could be like, oh my goodness, I've never knew that's how you do it. But yeah, for my brother and I, it's, just another day for us. But it's always, that's why we like streaming, because we get to show people the behind the scenes of how, the ideas come to form and how the process comes to be, and then what people get to eventually see later on in the weeks on Fridays when we upload new episodes. They get to see is like, oh, so this is how they do it, and that's how these cartoons are made. What's your favorite episode you made? At first, it probably was the Gingy episode with the snap hook, just because the joke of Peanut just with all the faces was just so funny. But I think realistically now, if we're looking at all 27 episodes so far, I think my brother and I have agreed that our favorite episode right now is the Tortoise and the Hare episode. Because for the most part, it is kind of like the closest thing that you'll get to like a real animated show, because it's, you know, all these episodes have a story, but that one is like a real story. Like Peanut is telling a story. And, you know, there's a point A to point D, or point B to point C for Peanut telling the story. There's a ton of backgrounds. The characters are more animated than usual and everything. So I think in our mind, that's like the closest thing so far that people get to an actual show of Peanut. And just because of the content itself, that's probably why we find that episode our favorite so far, is the Tortoise and the Hare. Oh, and congratulations, Caden. Oh, and Stone, how's it going, my man? You said it before up teen times, but what version of Flash are you using? It is Adobe Flash CS6. I was supposed to have an FAQ. I wrote it all up. I was just on YouTube. I was trying to figure out, I was like, how do you give like an FAQ that's a little longer without being so jarring? So yet another week that I don't have that set up. Oh, and Tristan, hey man, first time tuning in. Want to say congrats on being brought onto the team, Team Peanut. In addition to these animations, does he have you work on anything else for him as well? Oh, thank you, my man. Great to see so many new people coming in, you know, throughout the weeks that it's happened. And just saying, you know, congratulations for joining the team and everything, and that people love the cartoons and the episodes. As of right now, my brother and I just are part of the production, and the main thing is just making more of these episodes. That is our main focus. But, you know, we are there if they need anything else that is within the realm of the stuff that we do. Because for the most part, they've got everything that they need covered with their other animator, the main animator who does all of Peanut's like transitions and everything. I believe Mark Designs I believe that's his name, or Mark Visuals. So they've got all they need with that man, with that true wizard right there. My brother and I just really try and focus on making these episodes. Ginny and the Snap Hook was my favorite until the current one. I'd hate to have to pick only one. Yeah, some people's favorites can be, you know, from back in, you know, episode, you know, 10 or 11 and everything, and then some is the Ark Burger, some is the Gingy episode, others are Knight's Dead. So comedy's subjective. People have favorite episodes of all kinds. Does his brother still do a lot of his stuff? I'm not too sure in that regard. Oh, and Devil Simp. Thank you, my good man. We will certainly keep up as for as long as we can. We'll keep these coming. No, but in terms of Peanut's brother, I'm not too sure if he does work on that stuff anymore. I do know they're pretty much all covered with the few crew that they have right now, such as Mark, which is the animator, the 3D animator, and then I think you know, a few thumbnail designers and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure if Peanut's brother does that stuff anymore. He very well still could be. Have you met Peanut IRL? We have not, but we have spoken to Mr. Nut. Yes, sir. We have interacted with him, and of course, he does watch the episodes, a few of the episodes on stream as well. So I guess that's another way of interacting. His brother handles most of his YouTube, I think. Yeah, I think his brother is definitely still around. He's definitely still doing stuff. To what degree? Not too certain. I definitely do know that he still is doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. The new deadline was amazing. How's it going, Sand? Yeah, the deadline clip I think was quite funny. I think there's only twice so far out of all the times that Peanut has actually seen and watched episodes. There are 2 times where he was hysterically laughing, and that was both at the deadline clip and then most recently, I believe, at the Knight's Den. Those I think have been the 2 biggest times that Peanut has hysterically laughed at an episode. He enjoys watching all of them just based on his reactions so far. But the ones that truly get him have been those 2. Oh, and Callus. Ooh, is this a Dark and Darker animation? It is. It is a Dark and Darker episode. So does he like a voice changing thing on stream, or is his voice actually like that? From not even us, from many other people that have actually gone to hang out with Peanut, like all his real friends and everything, like Genji and John. Those are an officer and everything. Those are the friends that he's actually met, and they've all said all the same thing, that Peanut is the exact same way, both on stream and off stream. And just from the time that we've been able to speak with Peanut, he sounds exactly the same. The man is the nut through and through. Oh, Henny, thank you, my man. Don't worry, and I said, oh, thank God. I was worrying about him. Oh, how's it going, Eek? Cheddar smoky sausage dogs and corn boil. That sounds like a grand old time. How's it going, Dave? A Dark and Darker episode video coming? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know there's been quite a number of fun moments in that. So we thought that the wizard meeting was probably the more entertaining version of those episodes. There's many versions and many episodes that are very, very funny, but we felt that this is probably the most deserving of an episode. And Matt as well. Yeah, well, I don't know, Peanut's details and stuff like that, nor should I, because I am not him, and that's his own personal thing. But yeah, it's when you're that entertaining, the rewards definitely do speak for themselves. Thank you, Eek. A quick sip of water. Favorite episode so far is where Genji warns Peanut and Cloaksy. It shows Genji's personality. So yeah, the snap hook episode for a really, really long time. I think even till now, that's still a lot of people's favorite episode. It is a fun one. I'm just so surprised that, like, even still after all these episodes, people's favorite still is that one from so long ago. It was only like the 3rd or 4th episode, I believe. I think maybe the 5th. His laugh is so contagious, but it feels good when he cracks up like that. Yeah. That's when you're like a comedian or a creative, and you create something for someone, that's probably the best reaction you can hope for, is when someone enjoys it so much that they're hysterically laughing. Oh, and how's it going, Huntrix? Welcome back for another stream Sunday. And Kuzos. Exactly. This is where it all happens. It's funny you mentioned magic too, because this is a Dark and Darker episode with the wizard meeting. So that is involved. So strange hearing that it's Monday for me. Yeah. It was like, oh, that's right, time zones. Not everybody lives in my time zone. I forgot about that. Hey, how's it going, Warped? Didn't know you streamed. I saw only, or I have only seen the clip on TikTok. Super great work, dude. Enjoyed it all. Well, thank you, my man, and welcome to the crew over here. It's not too long that my brother and I have been streaming. I think close to around, it's either 2.5 or 3 months so far. We usually stream on Sundays when Peanut doesn't stream, so that way people can get just a smidgen, just a quick taste of some Peanut content, even on a Sunday. So that's why we like to stream on Sundays. Sometimes we'll go ahead and stream in an off day as well, but still keeping up the work and everything. Still keeping up making these episodes. But yeah, as Peanut always says, welcome in. I see what I did there without even knowing. Big fan. Your work is legendary. Yeah, it's just like, oh, he's saying it because it's the Wizard episode. It's Wizard meeting. I was like, oh, see, didn't even recognize it. It's just genius. Now that my brother and I are partners on Twitch, I'm trying to snooze as many ads as possible. I'm like, nobody wants to watch an ad. Let me try and snooze it. But they only give me so many snoozes before they force you to do it. So I'm like, all right, I might as well do what I can.
Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting.
Oh, and Stone has a moment, man. So what are your all thoughts about Adobe Animate? I would not know because I've never used Adobe Animate. My brother and I are just still using an old version of Flash, and we've been using it for a very, very long time. Everything's a subscription model now, so it's a excuse me. Just a little sleepy. But yeah, my brother and I, we've never used Adobe Animate. I'm pretty sure there's tons of tools in there that would actually be very useful, but we're still using and so used to the old version that we just like sticking with the old version. Plus, it's always the big thing of, hey, how much is this subscription going to cost me? And Adobe is not actually that cheap. And if you want to try and get, the whole suite of programs that they have, it's actually quite a pretty penny if you want to get that, even just for a month, let alone the year subscription. Yeah, I've seen only these on Instagram for the most time. Before bed, having good laughs. I appreciate your work. Oh, thank you, Devil. I'm glad people enjoy it, even on, their doom scrolling at night. It can still do exactly as intended. Yeah, Haven Potions Anonymous. Yeah, I wanted to throw something else instead of just saying Wizard meeting. I was just like, oh, what else do I put here? And then I thought it was like, wait a minute, what about like an AA meeting? And then I was like, oh, even better. Let's put it on brand. Let's put it to Potions Anonymous. You used CS6 when it came out. Ah, okay, so very familiar then. Very familiar with all the tools and everything. I think even after all this time, my brother and I still don't even know a fraction of what Flash can do, nor do we really care. It's just like, as long as I can get the stuff I want to do out, I think that's all. I think that's all that I really need for the most part. And Scully, how's it going, man? Nick Merck's legs in the last video had me dying so good. Yeah, I think that's another great inside joke that everybody likes to do. Is it was like his head dent. Oh, what is my brother? Oh, okay. So he saw in the chat. Yes, good eye, good eye. Yeah, so we wanted to throw as many inside jokes as we could.
I'm hearing.
We actually did already have Nick in like a full character earlier on, just as a quick cameo when he was during the Counter-Strike episode where Cloaksy was crashing out at Peanut for shooting him and kicking Peanut from the game. So we had a version of Nick back then, but we thought it was like, okay, let me see what I could do to try and get a different version, a more inside joke funny version. And so it went from just a short tiny Nick to the version that he is now, and from now on we're going to start doing Nick in this version. Everyone has their own caricatures of themselves. Do you remember Macromedia Flash and Flash MX before the Adobe days? Macromedia, yes, not Flash MX. I think Flash MX was right before when we started using it. With a bigger head dent every time he shows up. Yeah, that's what my brother was doing every time. It was just like it kept getting that bigger dent. And Duff, how do you guys decide which clips to animate? A lot of the time, it's either watching stream or watching clips, you know, if we're happening to be scrolling on YouTube or anything for reels or shorts or on TikTok, and we see a funny clip that is like, oh, hey, I might have missed this. It's usually, but the grand majority of the time does come when we're watching stream. And it's just, if both my brother and I are watching, because we're both usually watching at the same time, either as we're working or painting models or just doing whatever, we'll have Peanut on in the background or as our main screen. And so we're watching episode or we're watching the stream, and then if we both find a moment that we physically laugh at because we're both watching at the same time, we'll mark it down and be like, okay, save that to the file, save that to the docket, and we'll use that and to make sure, see how we feel a little differently throughout the day or maybe throughout the week, and then we'll say, okay, that was a funny clip, and compare it against all these other funny clips that we have, be like, okay, that's going to be the one that we do next. Hey, how's it going, Shine On? Hopefully Peanut throws it over to you after Rust event. Love your stuff. Have fun, boss. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is no need for him to do anything of the sort. We just, even if Peanut was off today, my brother and I would still be on. But I appreciate the thought, my man. Even if it was just his normal day, my brother and I would still be kicking on the stream, hanging out with everybody, because these streams do help us, and even though there's only one of us working, it does help us focus and get, progress done, because this is the main thing that we're doing. If we're just doing it normally and how we usually do stuff, we can get a little distracted at times. Maybe we're working for 40 minutes and then, we're checking some stuff for another 10 minutes, and then I get up to go and snack on something for another 10. So it's just like, oh, I lost 20 minutes when during a stream I'd be focused the whole time.
I'm hearing.
Oh, and Semprig, how's it going? Sorry, I must have missed that. Sorry, just joined in. What masterpiece are you guys working on? It is a Dark and Darker episode. With the wizard meeting. That's the episode that we're working on right now. We'll have that up. It may not be uploaded this week. It may be uploaded at another week, because we do have a few episodes that were in the backlog that we have worked on during stream that we have to get out as well. If anybody remembers
I'm hearing
the Peanuts cameos for curses, or curses for cameos. That one has still not been uploaded yet. We're holding on to that one. And then another one, which is I think what we were working on quite a while ago, which was the Counter-Strike one, the Counter-Strike versus Gigi's Pokemon cards. That one was from a few weeks ago. So we got those lying in wait. Still, it made a little bit ago, and so we want to get those out as well. So even though this one's being worked on today, it may not necessarily be the one that's uploaded on Friday.
I'm hearing.
Oh, I just realized I had another Pringle right here. I was saving it for later, and oh, what better time? And of course, it gave me all the crumbs.
I'm hearing the teaming up with other.
What flavor? Just normal. Just normal, Doctor. I do love me some sour cream and onion. I do love me some of the pizza Pringles. And then, of course, just the classic Pringles. Not one of those obscure flavors like dark cherry or something. I was like, I don't even know what those flavors are. When I've seen them, I'm like, who would ever eat that? Wasn't there like a hot dog or a hamburger flavored Pringle or something at one time? I'm can't remember. I'm not getting my my Pringle flavors correct, but I remember seeing something as odd as that.
Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting.
And Duff. Now I got you guys on 2 platforms. Oh, yes, very good. We had Dawn Air chips tonight. Best new chips. I should look into those. I'm always up to trying some new chips. I am up for... Oh, and Semper, my man. For 3 months in advance. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for Semper. That's technically a 3-month sub. He did it. He did it.
With other wizards.
But I appreciate you, my man. And everybody else that did stuff so much even earlier on in the stream today. Tiggles and Darka and Kilbasa Kid as well. I know their ears probably perked up as like, is somebody talking about me? Oh, and Dill Diablos, how's it going? I love you dearly. Oh no, I love you, good sir, I love you. I wish I could support more, to be honest. Your animations are top tier. Oh, you don't need to do that, my man. Just being able to watch these videos is all that we really, really want. But if people go out of their way to, support a little bit more, my brother and I, we always greatly appreciate it. Every single person, even if people just leave a comment, even if they just leave a view or a watch or anything at all, my brother and I always appreciate that. And not to worry as well, all the people that followed as well, we see all the names and everything. It's just there's some, it's happened so often now that we had to turn that off. In the beginning, it was much slower where we could have that notification on, but not anymore. But we do see and appreciate all the follows, even if they don't appear on screen. How much time does one episode take? That's some serious talent, really. Oh, once again, thank you, my man. For these episodes, they take roughly around 5 to 8 days. Usually, depending on it can range sometimes, depending on what the story is or how long the clip is. Like if we're doing one of the short stories, the one that's only like 30 seconds, where we, sometimes just not rush along, but we don't do as much as we usually do. Those can take, 3 or 4 hours to get like anywhere from a 20-second to a 27-second clip. Those are a lot of the quick clips that people will see of an event that happens on stream, and only a few hours later an episode of that event happens and gets uploaded. Those are usually the times where you see fast episodes like that. But if you look carefully, you can kind of see like we didn't do everything that we usually do with longer episodes. But I guess that's the fun of it, is being able to watch it on stream, and then literally hours later you see the animated version of it. Have you guys thought or talked about with Peanut doing long form content, original episodes or such? I think there was maybe one instance where it was mentioned. I don't know if it was in a discussion or anything. Maybe in a passing comment about trying to see about longer episodes, which I do know a lot of people always do want, because it's like, man, I wish there was I wish this was a 10-minute episode. I wish the comedy could just keep coming. But we like to keep it into, these 1-minute shorts, because you get them every week. You're able to, have a funny moment and be able to see it, and then like, okay, I'm satisfied. I'll either wait or move on to the next clip and everything. So it would be fun to do like a 5 or 6 minute episode, but we've so far have not tried that. And we do think like the 1-minute episodes, or maybe the 1:10 episodes, they work exactly as intended. But I think that was mentioned in like a passing comment for something that's a little bit more long form. Oh, and Perch doing the quick shout out. Yeah, for anyone on YouTube, don't forget to like the stream real quick. It does help the YouTube side grow. Absolutely. The more that this channel grows and everything else grows, the more that we can continue to keep doing these. And in time, maybe if we're still doing this in a year or 2 or 3, we'll be at the grand old episode 100. Imagine that, 100 episodes of Peanut. That's something. Oh, and Duff, you guys said earlier that when you guys normally work on these, you're both working on it. So does that happen on the same episode, or do you guys work on separate ones at once? No, my brother and I, we do work on the same episode. Pretty much for the majority of the time, is we're working on one end. I do a process, he does a process, and then when we're somewhere like in the middle, we kind of like start at one end. He's already started at the beginning, I'll start at the end, and then we'll meet halfway until the episode's done. Sometimes that will involve me like, okay, I did the last 2 scenes, or I did the last 3 scenes, but now I'm going to go and start making the backgrounds. I'm going to go in and start making the extra animations that are maybe an episode may have. Or something, stuff that people may not be so familiar with. It's like, oh, I need this episode has a pretty difficult animation that we skipped over. Let me go back and do that. As he continues and gets to the end of the episode. And then when that's all said and done, we start putting everything together and then finalizing everything. And then, hey, congratulations, we have a new episode. A new episode ready to be posted. You're here for 1,000 episodes? Perfect. That means you guys get to be annoyed with us for the next 1,000 weeks or so. A little divide and conquer, exactly. We did have a system earlier on where it's like he did the first 30 seconds and then I did the last 30 seconds. But sometimes it's either like some scenes are a little harder than others, or maybe it's like a long stretch where you don't have to do too much. and everything. So we kind of thought it was just like, I don't know if this way is working or not. It may seem like pretty straightforward of, hey, you take this half, I take this half, and then we'll do it that way. But I think the system we have right now is a lot faster. Even though there's technically only one person necessarily animating it, there's other parts of it that make the animation even easier for the one person that is animating. Like, because I know I've said this multiple times before, but when we started making these, I'm the one that started making these episodes. And because, my brother was doing other work at the time, our actual other work, before we, stopped doing that and full time focused on making these animations, he was doing that stuff while I was creating like the characters. Even though we were just making the next episode, I was the one who created a lot of these original ideas for these characters and of how they look and everything. And it's not like he can't replicate it, but I'm so used to drawing these characters, that's why I usually start off making each new episode, is because I know how to draw all the characters. So in that regards, it goes faster because I know how everyone looks like, because I'm the one that made their versions. And then when I have, either some a clear idea or maybe some cleaned up animation and some drawings, he can go and color and outline and officially finish stuff. Well, I get to move on to the other parts of the episode. It's cool how you guys work together. Well, I would sure hope we work together after all these years, after all these decades. That would be a little bit of a problem if we didn't know how to do that, even after working together for so long. But I guess that's just another reason why maybe Peanut and his brother work together so well, is because they have been working together for so long. It's just in terms of my brother and I, we've amped that up by decades. When you guys are making these and the line colors are changing, is he kind of tabbing over the next metaphorical slide? Excuse me, a little bit of the chip got in my throat. No, when he's doing that, it's kind of like the version. Let's see, how's the good way to put this? It's kind of like the before version, because he's making the clean version. The one that's inside those colored lines and everything is the version that I drew, which wasn't, as clean as what the final product was going to be. But he's using that as a reference to draw the clean stuff, to draw the clean lines and everything. So it's kind of like he's tracing my drawing to make it how I drew it. When you're seeing the colored lines. When you see like a not a beige line, like a light gray line and everything, that's kind of like when he's making an animation or a piece of an animation and it's showing what he made prior. Like if he's doing a part where there's multiple drawings that he's going to use to draw one, action, like maybe Peanut's talking or maybe Peanut is doing another action. You'll see like some faded lines. Not the colored lines, but the faded lines. That's what he drew previously. And you use that to try and say, okay, well, that's where I am. Now this next part is where I want to go. Yeah, it's kind of like you're tracing over stuff so you don't lose your place. Instead of just saying, okay, I see what the image is, let me get rid of that. He gets to use that as his guide, as his reference for how the characters look or what's on the screen, instead of having to guess. Mom and Dad's friend choked tonight, like you're a peanut short of him choking. Oh goodness, now everybody's choking on something now. A chicken bone, some barbecue, a Big Mac, People choke on anything these days. So yeah, Duff, if you're looking right now, if you see those faded lines, that's his clean version from the drawing he made prior. Now this new version is what he's doing currently. It's a kind of a system that animators use so that way they can check to see if things are looking correct. So that way they're not just guessing of, where a placement is or how something looks and everything. So it's something very common for animators to see, but if people aren't familiar with animation, they'll look at these two lines and be like, what's that old line doing? We were also a partner with him in selling all of his pussy waxes. No, we were not. He was a solo venture on that one for sure. There was no dual collaboration during there, but now that you mentioned it, I do remember that's what Peanut used to do. He used to just sell Brazilian waxes and everything. In fact, now that you mention it, I think that even makes the joke funnier from Nick's from the past episode, where Nick is asking Peanut, is like, "Hey, Peanut, how do I shave my hole?" It's like, I didn't even realize that. It's just, now it's an inherent joke. A new joke that was formed because I forgot about his lore. Oh, and Benny, how's it going, man? And Remigade. I love Peanut. Sad so much people make cringe drama over it, but that's how popularity gets. Yeah, I think that comes from... I think that just comes from, being a popular face. Something that a lot of people won't experience too much. Unless you have some kind of notoriety to you, where it's just like, oh yeah, no, everything's fine. There's no drama whatsoever, but drama can come out of nowhere, especially when you're popular. So it is unfortunate. I just let people, if they feel that way, all right, I'll just go and continue what I was doing. Oh, and Ambrosini. Hell, love to see the sharing the process. It's dope to see. Absolutely. I agree. It's fun to, show everybody what actually goes into making these cartoons. Oh, and Sir Breams, ahoy, how's it going? I thought that was the joke. I thought Nick asked because Peanut was the expert. No, I think that was just happenstance. I didn't even think of that. until I said it right now. I was like, wait a minute, that makes the joke so much funnier. Just a happenstance joke. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, I did think of that. That was my idea. Haha. I am a genius. I did a bit of AutoCAD work in high school, and it made me want to pursue animation as a career. Unfortunately, never followed through and went other ways instead. Unfortunately, that tends to be a little bit of the way of the world. Even surprisingly, even though my brother and I are doing animation right now, even after going to school for animation, even after, dedicating a lot of our time and a lot of our earlier, younger years in schooling to animation, my brother and I wanted to become animators that, were hired by our studio and everything, and it didn't actually pan out that way. So we actually spent a lot of time doing all that stuff, and it did, it didn't turn out like that. And then I guess now in the modern age of entertainment, people can make all kinds of stuff even without the need of a studio, even if it is as simple as these cartoons. And my brother and I, we just did a lot of illustration work even after college and high school and everything, even though we were trying to be and going for animation work. found out that not found out, but eventually experienced that the life of an animator was not in the same line that we wanted to go, even though we knew that's kind of like how it went. But, you know, once you get to experience it yourself, you're like, all right, maybe never mind. Maybe I didn't fully understand until I experienced it. And so then we stopped animation, but now here we are again, a number of years later, making animations for, technically for ourselves, but it just happens to be about someone else. If that little rant made any sense. Oh, and Hunted. This is so cool to see. I've always wondered how this process is done. Well, now we know. Now we know. Welcome in. Pull up, get some popcorn, pull up a seat. Bunch of girls from a random Overwatch match would start talking about the goop. Made me feel old for not really getting it. Yeah, it's like, at first I was like, what's goop? I thought it was like another term for loot, which technically it is. But then I realized where it was from. I was like, oh, it's this guy that says it. My brother and I didn't know Peanut back then. We didn't even know about his content because we did a lot of work on Twitch for a really long time and then stopped when we went to go and do other work. So, you know, seeing Peanut for the first time, we were like, I don't know who this is. And now everybody knows Peanut. I saw something saying you were hired in some capacity. Yes, that is actually true. My brother and I are now actually a part of Peanut Productions, which is Peanut's, group of people that help make all of his stream stuff. That, you know, that's the entity of him. It's like he wants to expand out and have more stuff like that. So yeah, because my brother and I like making these cartoons so much, and we've established ourselves as animators capable of making this stuff. They said, hey, we want you guys to be a part of Peanut Productions. And my brother and I said, okay. So that's the story. How many have both you and Peanut on at the same time? I'm sure the grand majority of people today probably still are watching Peanut because it's just so much more entertaining. Oh, I have another snooze button for this ad. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that ads do not show up, but they will eventually. So I'm trying all I can. Let's see. What did I miss? Just a little bit. I think my rambling kind of made me miss a few things. Where are we? What animation school teach you in color theory? I know for us personally, that was a separate class. They did teach a little bit about color theory and everything, but there was like a whole class dedicated to color theory that wasn't part of the animation program. Wish I would have gone full sail in Orlando back then. Yeah, it's, you know, when you look back at old decisions and stuff like that, it was like, ah, man, I really would have enjoyed that. I guess now, you know, you get to maybe be a part of the process here when people get to see how it's done. You're like, so that's what I would have been doing. Or at least something to that degree. How big is the team? I'm actually not too sure. I just know about Mark Designs. Oh, and Misprint giving a gifted sub to the Hunted. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my good sir. Always generous with those gifted subs. Misprint and many others, especially today. Mr. Tiggles, or OG Tiggles as well, over on the YouTube side. I just can't believe it. Let's see, what did I enter? I'm probably going to have to just head back down here real quick, just so I can catch up with everything. Ads are a small price to pay for Twitch being free also helps you out. Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. You know, if my brother and I were trying to look at ways of like, how do I just have no ads? And then we found out it would be like, if you choose the no ad option, Twitch will put ads even more than if you did it yourself. If you did it, so I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So my brother and I started changing a bunch of settings to be like, okay, how can I, instead of min-maxing, we did the other way. How could I max min this? because Twitch will do the max, and we wanted to do the absolute minimum before it starts getting carried away with what Twitch themselves were doing. And there we go. Yes, exactly, Hunted. You go ahead and thank Misprint for that one. Best to be part of an animation team that loves the work instead of a corp that seems to only love money. Exactly. And that's the way it is a lot. Even in the the gaming industry right now, where you'll see a ton of people. I think just recently as well, they shipped or made and shipped the Black Flag remake, and then a bunch of people got laid off, even though everybody loved the game. So it's just like, okay, they're only in it for the money. But you know, that's how businesses work. But I wish it wasn't that way, but unfortunately, to some degree, it is kind of that way, where it's just like, hey, there's no guarantee to stay on to the next project. It's, I just need you for this project, and now be gone with you. Yeah, Twitch will fight you on that. Yeah, so I'm trying all I can to try and snooze away some ads and everything. I know people aren't missing much, really. Not like if they're watching Peanut or any of the other crew, but no, I'm trying to. It gives me the option to snooze stuff away, so I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. The joys of capitalism were, yep, that's the way it works right now. Same with Battlefield 6, got huge bonuses and laid off hundreds. No respect. Yeah, see, that was a big thing as well. I'd be like I don't think that Battlefield 6 is bad. I actually really like Battlefield 6. I had a lot of fun in playing Battlefield 6. Maybe it's just I'm not up for Battlefield how I used to play it. Maybe it's me. Maybe am I older? Am I getting older? No, it's the children that are wrong. No, but yeah, I felt that same way with Battlefield. I'm like, really, Battlefield shipped so well. It was actually done pretty solid. Everyone enjoyed it. Nobody really bashed anything, and then you still got whole departments laid off. Oh, and DB, how's it going? If I could request just a single video, it would be when Peanut gets blasted after saying he'd send the Arc Raider raid straight to everyone's DMs. It was absolute perfect timing. I don't know. I can't remember that one. Where he gets to send everyone's. I may have to look into that one. I can't remember it for the life of me. Behind the scenes homies makes the show come together. Absolutely. How's it going, Porky? It feels like an insult, but I'm just reading your name. That's your suggestion. Make Hutch fatter. I'm on it. I'm on it. And Deadpool Day. How's it going? What's up, my wizards? What kind of animation is this? Just curious. It reminds me of the early 2000s animation style from Flash, like you guys do. Is there a specific style? It's not really a specific style. It's just the way probably how Flash looks, mixed in with us trying our best not to, over design or over complicate these animations. So I think it's just simplicity of how we draw stuff, plus an old program makes it look like it. It's like, man, this makes it feel like it's old animation. Oh, Mocha Joe, how long does one animation take? Anywhere from 5 to 8 days. My brother and I are working on an episode. And that's pretty much both of us full-time as well. Oh, and do fools with a tier 1, my man. Thank you, my good man. Thank you. I'm surprised that all my rambling has actually convinced somebody to... Oh, and Ayo ATX with the Prime. Thank you, my good man, for choosing us. Many other people to use it on, but you guys go ahead and show us the support. It just brings a tear to a Goopa's eye. Another Dark and Darker short Is the crew finally winning by beating Hutch boss? I not this time around, but they're definitely trying their best, especially with all the wizards gathering around them for this episode with the wizard meeting.
Not smiled upon by the developers.
Yeah, and then in the next scene, my brother was telling me, he was like, I don't know, Peanut feels like he looks a little weird. All I did was just give him an ear, like a human ear, because Hutch is whispering to Peanut, and he's like, I don't know, it feels odd seeing Peanut with like any kind of appendage at all, any outward member. It's just odd to see. And I'm like, okay, I guess that I see that, but that's also kind of the point. Oh, how's it going, high class? I'm so hyped the day we finally could sub and gift subs. That's what everyone keeps saying. They're like, oh, man, I can't wait for that day. And the day, at least for Twitch, was not too long ago, and just recently on YouTube after hurdles and many streams, and I think pretty much for the entire time that we've been streaming, the 3 months. So that's like what, 10 to 12 streams already. Took that long just to get stuff set up on the YouTube side. Oh, and Ben Heeman, my fellow wizards. Oh, and Misprint, there he goes again. Look, there he is. There he is. He's at it again. I don't know where they keep pulling out all this stuff from. But he does it without fail. And Officer Rando as well with his prime. Oh, and Kadiak. Thank you so much. I'm glad people like to stick around and gift sub like these legends over here. And using their primes and everything. I don't know why they do it, but they do it anyway. Him having a human appendages is kind of odd to see. The nubs were cinema, yeah. When doing that episode, when Hutch says and he lathers them up, immediately our mind went to rotoscope animation. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be so funny. We have something very special planned for this episode too, that I think people are really gonna like. Oh, how's it going, Stroobies? His animations are amazing. Keep up the great work. We definitely will. We will do our best to keep these coming. We know nothing can last forever, but as long as we're here, we'll still keep them coming. Can you add a random slide in where Gimmick is asking what vigor is? That one made Peanut pause for a moment. It was like, what? That one got me. I didn't even think anything of it until Peanut shared that face. I'm like, oh, okay, buddy. Okay. You should make the next drawing Power World. It'll be... Do you mean Pal World or Power World? I'm not sure where Power World is. I'm assuming it's Pal World. He is going to love a wizard episode, especially when he has the goofy goober hat on. Love it when he takes us into the cinema scene to watch a new episode. That's fun that he has like a setup for that, for actually doing that. I know it's for other stuff as well, but it's fun that he gets to, actually use the cinema scene for something. And it was like, oh, it's for watching new episodes. You're a phenomenal artist and you have talent not many have. It's truly remarkable what you create, and the humor makes it 10 times more funny. Absolutely love it. Oh, thank you, Pest Control. Stroobies, my man. I'm glad people are so keen on sticking around to watch these cartoons. They're silly little drawings and stupid little jokes, but people always seem to like them. Oh, and Chrisley with a prime. By golly, thank you. Got an ad about a car with a cute puppy rolling around. I like more ads with cute animals than ads for eye drops for people sitting in front of computers for hours on end. Yeah, it's like I try my best to try and limit what's shown on Twitch, but Twitch will find a way to scoot around that. So I'm like, all right, what can I do to help minimize that? Yeah, now that we have a hype train, I didn't realize that hype trains actually took away ads. I think that's how long it's been since we actually like physically used Twitch. I'm like, oh, that's what they did. Power World, it'll be funny drawing. You get the best drawings of Burnt Peanut. Keep pushing. They're the best. We'll see what kind of clips we can get from a Power World episode. I know there was a lot of fun stuff that happened during those episodes. Eek, a beautiful bottle shine. Yeah, just a quick, light, tasteful bottle shine with those potions. The ancient fart that was prophesized. Okay, I'm new here. Can you give me a rundown on how you get the animated gig with Peanut? You're so interested. It pretty much just boils down to, is like the goal wasn't to, like, hey, I want to work for Peanut. The goal was to just, I want to make funny cartoons about a streamer that I enjoy. And he just kept doing that over and over again, especially when people really showed interest in these episodes and everything. So that was always the main big push of how it was just like, it was just continuing, not either backing down or slowing down when the first episodes went out. Because even when my brother and I posted out the first episodes, in about a week, and episodes only got like a few hundred views. But even still, then we told ourselves, like, it doesn't matter about the numbers. I still like doing this. Just keep going, and we know eventually, because a lot of people really do like Peanut, and we really like watching Peanut's content. It's like eventually it will get the traction. It's a new account. Nobody knows what this is. It just needs time to do so, and so it pretty much was just that mindset throughout the entire time of episode 1 all the way down to which is currently episode 28. Actually, if you really think about it, we do have 2 other episodes, so it's not 28, it's 31. No, episode 30. Technically, this is episode 30 because 2 other episodes are finished. And, yeah, it's just keep going. You know that the content is solid. You just need patience. I think eventually that's how it came about to be. And to enjoy what you're working on. It's like, hey, if I just want to do this, I don't know, it's I want to become famous, or I want to make money doing this. It's like, people can have ideas like that. There's really nothing wrong if that's a goal. But it's all about, hey, I want to make something that I want to make, that I wanted to see, but I know nobody else is doing it, but I have the ability to do it. So my brother and I just kept that mentality, and if we happen to be able to support ourselves doing it, that's an even better bonus. So that's a little bit of the insight into that. A little bit of a ramble right there, but that's kind of like how our mentality when it came to making these videos got us to where we are now. High-key, a tat artist with all this off the dome drawing, you'd be lit. I don't know how tattoo artists do that, because I make a huge amount of mistakes. So It's like, I can't erase a tattoo artist's mistake. My bro forces me to make cartoons and he does nothing. Well, that's completely true. How did he know? Wait a minute, who let him out of the dungeon? No, nobody said you can leave. How does your brother fit into all of this? Well, for the most part, there's two people that work on BurntPeanutAnimated. It's just during the week, we're both working on the same episode. And then on Sundays, when we like to do our streams, he's the one that is animating, and I'm the one that gets to interact and talk with everyone. I want to get into art stuff. The desire for fame seems the main focus. Trying to break away from that. There's nothing wrong. It's like, I think it comes from the mentality of people saying, hey, I want people to like my stuff. I want people to like my work. And that kind of thinking can eventually turn into is just like, well, I want to be popular. But what is the underlying, version of wanting to be popular is like, I want people to like my stuff in terms of artwork. So it's like just having that mentality of, I just want people to like my stuff, but it involves a lot of people liking my stuff. So it's just trying to keep your expectations in check. Would it be nice for a lot of people to like your stuff? Absolutely. I think anybody would like something like that. But it's just saying, I need to break away from the mentality and that being the only goal. Because then you're only going to make artwork that just makes you feel popular, rather than stuff that you want to do. It was like, I may not like this thing, but I know it's really popular, so let me go ahead and do it. And don't get it twisted. My brother and I have done that ourselves. But we've always found that doing stuff that we wanted to do was way more rewarding. And eventually, as we've been doing with these cartoons, much more in line with what we've wanted from the beginning, which is, I like Peanut stuff. I don't see anybody else making these kind of cartoons. I have the ability to do it. I want to know if it's actually possible for me to make an actual show, an actual series, online, of course, about these things. And just with that mentality, it was actually able to come true. So that was yet another ramble. But I hope people get what we're talking about.
Smiled upon by the developers.
But it's awesome that you never knew there was a duo behind this. You both capture the essence of P's humor so well. I think we're bringing Peanut's energy from his live streams into the animated version, which could feel like it's very fitting. I honestly love your videos, so keep doing what y'all doing. Absolutely, we'll keep these going for as long as we can. And Hardcore Grinder, boss man, we need you to give Little P a break. His hold on, that moved up a little bit. His nub has been going 1 million miles an hour since you've started the stream, and he hasn't changed up yet. Oh, are you talking about my brother over here? Just keep going? No, he gets no break. He gets to continue working until I don't feel like talking anymore. Yeah, he'll keep he'll keep going until I'm tired. Oh, and Nick, how's it going? Gosh, I love your animations. I gotta run, but had to hit the follow. Well, that's perfect. Even if you're just here just for a moment, just to stop in and say hello. That's all we could ask for. Just people showing up, saying hi, and if they gotta skedaddle, then that's what it is. A lot of things to do on a Sunday. People are preparing for the week, so there is no worries, my man. Or gal, whichever one. It's hard with usernames. Or maybe just me. Maybe I'm stupid. Oh, I just remembered I had another chip. I hope you don't mind if a Goopa gets minty fresh. This man loves his Pringles. Yes. Yes, I do. Just a quick bite. Do I feed my brother in the cellar goop? No, I just throw down his plate down the stairs, and whatever lands, he gets to have. Oh, how's it going, Chase? Dude, you're so quick on these. Love your work. It's all in the wrist. It's all the practice. But thank you, my man.
I'm hearing that teaming up with other wizards.
Exactly. Crunchy, salty, delicious. If anyone wants to know what my brother's currently doing right now, he's adding the peanut texture to the finished scenes that Peanut has right now. That's why he's clicking over and over again. It's all in the brother. Yeah, there we go. It's not in the wrist. It's all in the brother. Kind of like that one episode of a Family Guy where it's like, man, I forget the full setup for the joke, but it's like not Saul Goodman. God. Okay, I'm completely ruining the joke. I forget. It's like whatever's leftovers are left. That's what he gets to feed his family with. And then he goes to the cutaway. God, I'm ruining everything. I'm fumbling over here. It's like, yeah, whatever's left, you guys get to have. It'd be like, but there's never anything left. John Goodman, there you go. Okay, oh, thank God. Thank you, Blaze. The John Goodman joke from Family Guy. I said Saul Goodman, and then I threw myself off the whole time. Oh. Wait, nobody said he could leave. Where is he going? What's the dog doing over there? Yeah, eating all the Thanksgiving food. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just like, it's like whatever I don't finish, he gets to have. That's what I get to throw down into the cellar. It was like, but there's never anything left. I was like, yeah, I know. So do you both do drawing? Yes, both my brother and I make these animations. We both illustrate. We both do pretty much all of it. But we both have different jobs when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, that was exactly the joke. Yeah. The Peter Griffin twin brother that he feeds eggshells and coffee grounds. See, it's exactly like that. There we go. I knew it. Order wings, eat all the meat, and toss him the clean bones with a little sauce. He should be thankful he got the sauce. I could have tossed him the, what was ever on the plate. Did somebody give Sneaky a break? Was this permitted? It was not signed off on. I do not know. He will feel the wrath of 1,000 suns the moment he gets back. I'm not even joking, you guys. I've been trying for like the past 5 or 6 minutes trying to get this last Pringle. This last Pringle at the bottom of the can without dumping all the crumbs all over my desk. It just doesn't want to move. Oh, how's it going, Jono? What flavor? Pie flavored. Only true degenerates will get that joke. But no, it's just regular. Just regular original. You have to commit? Yeah. I gotta commit. I was like, I'll get it eventually. They're showing the true life of an animator's snacks are a must. I'm not even joking you. I have drawers of snacks, of like little Jello cups and little fruit snacks that I keep in my room. Just for such an occasion. See, what he doesn't know is that he's the stupid one because he forgot that the screen and the Little Peanut avatar was covering half that message. So nobody saw it. Haha. Barbecue pork chop, lasagna topper, and chips and gravy for me. He's got the whole setup. Have you tried Doritos taco flavor? Like the taco shell? The Doritos taco from Taco Bell? I've tried that one. I thought it was okay. Not the best thing, but you know, a different flavor. I'm just like, it feels like I'm just eating a Taco Bell taco and then just shoving a bunch of Doritos in my mouth at the same time. So it was an interesting combo. What is your favorite part of the process and the least favorite part? I think my favorite part is when I get to clean up drawings, because pretty much all the hard work is done. I just get to make things look nice. So I just, for the most part, get to turn my brain off. And the part that I hate the most is having to outline stuff, because I do not have the same kind of drawing tablet that my brother has. So the trade-off is I don't need to lean forward to draw. I could just sit back in my desk, but the bad trade-off is that my hand is very shaky and unstable when I try to draw, especially in this program, which does not have a stability tool, which I very much rely on. So I do not like outlining, but I think my favorite part is making clean drawings out when I'm done with the sketch. Make the inner ear a peanut shape. Oh, I could see that. A little Easter egg. You have to get the cheesy gordita crunch and sub Dorito shell. Man, it's been a hot minute since I've gotten Taco Bell. Anytime I'm off in the city, it's always McDonald's, because I feel like I'm truly addicted to McDonald's. But it's a good thing I don't really eat it too much anymore because it's so far away. Can someone ban Remigade from posting pineapple on pizza? Get him out. No, nobody wants you here with that heresy. The heretic. Destroy the heretic. Yeah, if you like pineapple on pizza, I think... Oh, there's another one. Music Blue. Gotta get him out. Get him out. Pineapple pizza is heresy. Fruit with the most delicious thing in the world, with mankind's greatest invention. You want to put fruit on it? I might as well slit my wrist now in the game. We don't get them here in Australia. Oh, sorry about that. Reviews. That's what you get. I'm sorry for people that like pineapple on pizza. It's unfortunately to tell you, but your opinion is wrong. Your opinion is wrong. It's technically a crime now, worldwide. Yeah, they just came in from the Geneva Convention to put fruit on pizza is a class, not a class, actually, a first degree of felony offense And a war crime. It's not for me. No pineapple on my pizza. Yeah. I mean, if people want pineapple on their pizza, go ahead and do that. But you have to eat all your own pizza first before you can start taking a pepperoni slice. I'm like, I'm not going to go over there and start taking your pineapple. But you're going to come over here and start taking my my sausage and olive. Like, no, I don't think so. Exactly, no. It's like, how dare you disgrace pizza? It's like the most sacred invention of all time. They're all they're all psychopaths who like pineapple on pizza. I wonder, can you get away with other fruit on pizza? Has anyone tried apple on pizza? What about peach on pizza? Do we just draw the line at pineapple? Is that it? Tomato is a fruit. Okay, if I could scream like Peanut, I would, but I can't. An olive is a fruit. Nobody can see the wind up. Well, that's the one fruit I do like on the pizza. You just have to let it out. I don't have the strength. I don't have the range. Peach and Brie pizza exists. Well, how do we stop that from happening? How do we stop that from existing? How do we do it?
There's 35 groups that
Sorry, boss, for pointing that out. Yeah, well, look what you've done. Look what you have done. The worldview is shattered. Hold on, I'm gonna go and look that up. Is an olive a fruit? Yes, olives are technically fruits. Ban perch. He did. How? I can't believe this. The man in one day has shattered my whole. I'm actually being serious though. I didn't know an olive was a fruit. In fact, I didn't even know really what an olive was. Am I truly Peanut now? I might be. Is he infecting me with all the things that he doesn't know? Is that slowly seeping over here? My grandfather put peanut butter and banana on his pancakes. Always felt off to me. See, that one's, as you know, most times as people probably won't do that. That one doesn't seem as odd to me. Peanut butter and banana, you know, not the most wild thing, because people do that with their cereal. They put bananas in their cereal, like their Cheerios and everything. So it's just another breakfast item with more breakfast item. Fruits have seeds, vegetables don't. His ignorance will absolutely infect you. Ignorance truly is bliss. The Hutch Dorito finger or Cheeto fingers lives on. It's probably one of my favorite things to do ever since the first time that we did it. It was like, okay, I love doing that. Bananas used to have big seeds until we were bred to not have big seeds. You know what? I actually think you're right. Yeah, I think I remember watching something about that. In terms of in terms of what happened with bananas, yeah. I think we bred them out of seeds, or at least the ones we eat now. You're here having fun and learning. I put banana on my chocolate peanut butter ice cream, but it fell off mostly because the banana was green. Well, yeah, banana that just becomes like a sundae for the most part, doesn't it? Just with different flavored ice cream. There's a guy on YouTube who does YouTube shorts. He reads He reads old text from many, many years ago about the evolution of fruits and vegetables. Ah. See, that would be some, like, rabbit hole stuff that I would dive into. I'm like, it's 3 a.m., it's 3:45 a.m., and you're like, man, I really should go to bed. And then you see, hey, the history and chronology of fruitless bananas, and you're like, my God, I must learn. There is one guy that I do watch. His name's Eats History, where it's a guy who creates old recipes from like the Middle Ages and something like that. Of like, hey, how does this taste today? Is this any good? And not just Middle Ages, all ages of stuff on all throughout history. It's just like if there's a recipe for it and he goes through it, he makes those, and I actually enjoy watching those because it's about food, and I'm like, oh, perfect. This will definitely not make me hungry at 3 a.m. Yeah, Eats History. It's actually pretty cool to see, you know, the evolution of food throughout the centuries. I like banana on ham, pizza, truth. Well, how can we stop that from ever spreading to anyone else? Ever. A banana plant is not a tree, it's a rhizome. So the banana plants have, or the banana trees have riz now? The Townsends on YouTube. Is that a channel? The Townsends. Don't knock it until you try it. I think I'm going to knock it before I try it. I think I am definitely going to do that. It's like, hey, have you had I like cyanide. I like cyanide and whale intestines on my pizza. You don't knock it until you try it. What about sweet potato or tomato sauce? I've heard people have sweet tomato. That I don't think I personally have, but I have heard of people using the sweet tomato for sure.
There's 35 streams time. 35 streams time.
I like the one guy that does recipes from the Depression, seeing what lengths people will go to for modern comfort. That would be interesting. That would be interesting to see what it, and the 1910s and everything was not that long ago too. So only about 100 or so years ago, 110 years ago. If I go to McDonald's and get a strawberry milkshake, I dip my chips or chicken nuggets in it. That's nice. See, that's not unheard of. I like when I get an ice cream, I dunk my fries in an ice cream. Not the whole thing, but I'll have a few fries with the ice cream. And nobody dare say that's weird or anything. Many people have done that. That is a very common thing. Your vanilla ice cream. See, spicy nuggets from Wendy's dipped to the Frosty. Yeah, it's sweet and sour. It's just like anyone who've had like chicken and waffles. It's the same thing, just a little different. A little bit of a different ingredient. Would he have a Cheeto dust beard with his Cheeto fingers? That probably would be a cool or fun idea, but Hutch's beard and the Cheetos color is very similar. But who knows? Maybe he will have a Cheeto spread across the lips. Sorry, I love stupid pointless facts. No, I do too. I love tons of all that stuff that people make. That's what you're watching at midnight. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, what are you doing at night? Doom scrolling through TikTok? Not me. I'm learning over here. The Great Depression and the meals they ate. Oh, what's this? This is what peasants ate in the 13th century. Oh. I don't watch TV unless it's the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel or documentaries. Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much all just YouTube, Warhammer lore videos, and or some Star Wars content, or police chases. What else is there? And some like deep rabbit hole stuff with like top 10 murder mysteries that went unsolved kind of thing. Like those are my usual go-tos. Yeah, finally, the Cheeto dust and the Cheetos or Doritos inside Hutch's beard as he eats. So, do you using a mouse or a pen? We use a stylus pen, a drawing tablet, to make these. Flash, exactly. Yes, it is. It is Flash. It is Flash. The classic Flash. That last chip has still been stuck at the bottom of my can. Oh, I got it. Any moment now. It's been eyeing me like a curse this whole time. Just that last little Pringle down at the bottom of the can. It looks like that one SpongeBob scene where Patrick licks the side of his head, but being a popsicle. I think that's what my brother's doing. I think originally it was supposed to be the ear, but he was going to change it to where it's it's Patrick licking the popsicle. I think that's why he removed the ear. Actually, my brother said there's no space for him to do it, so maybe it will be the ear.
Touch keeps talking.
Oh, he said there's no, not space, there's no time for Hutch to do it, because he keeps talking throughout the whole scene. So it's like there's no point where he'll stop and be able to do it. So I think it will be the ear, my bad. But yeah, you would be right. That's what my brother did say earlier on. Rip Macromedia. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, Macromedia. Yeah, even Flash CS6 is long gone.
35.
Long gone. Only cracked versions of it exist now. Would you ever do a video showing how and what you used to do? Showing how and what you used to do all this? Like what we did before this, or like how we use it? Like our actual pen and everything. Like a video. Oh, hallelujah, I finally got the last chip. You know, one of those treats where you put something inside and then you let your dog or your cat try and play with it, trying to get out the treat? That's what this Pringle can has been doing to me for the past 20 minutes.
There's 35.
Used to have a cracked CS4 suite. I would love to get the OG Flash again. Yeah, this one's not Macromedia. This one's CS6. No, Dirk, I couldn't dump it. I was gonna put all the crumbs all over my desk. Like programs and all that, a video behind the scenes. The grand majority of stuff is in this program of what you guys see. It's just this, just throughout the entire animation. The only like extra step and everything is like it's not even really creative, or it's kind of just technical stuff to get an episode to the correct size in another program called Adobe After Effects. Not too much in you know, in terms of stuff that we do differently, a lot of it is because of, or a lot of it that you guys see on these streams is the work that goes into it. Good put Sig then Mistfall. Ah, yes, that sounds like a great way to end your Sunday eek. Salt and vinegar Pringles are the bomb. Was it sour? I think, is it salt and vinegar or is it sour cream and onion that I'm thinking about? Is it the paid for software or to use or free? It looks like old fashioned. Yeah, this is an old version that my brother and I have had from decades ago. This version of Flash doesn't exist anymore, but we've had it ever since we used it. We just kept carrying it around with us. I'm getting enrichment from the can. Yeah, whatever microplastics are left on the lid. Yeah, but yeah, Renegade, this is an old version of Flash that doesn't exist anymore. I'm sure people could still find it somewhere, but for my brother and I personally, we've just been carrying around the same version that we've been using all this time. And thank you, Casper. We try and make some fun stuff for everybody to enjoy. Why not have you drawn as your avatar instead of Peanut? I think because at first we didn't know what we were going to draw ourselves as. And when we were starting the stream, we were like, okay, let's just do something simple for the moment. I think during like work streams, we'll do it as the Peanuts version, and then maybe if we're playing games and we're not doing any work for that day, but we still decide to stream, we may use a version that is us. Plus, I think Peanut is a way more entertaining little character rather than our version. I think that's probably why we decided to do it. I think it was just because it was something quick, so that way we can get it done and get it out. But yeah, I think in the future we will use our version instead of Peanut's version. At least we'll use our version during like maybe a gaming stream rather than a work stream. Plus, everyone knows Peanut's character, so I think it helps identify as like, oh, is this the guy that actually does it? Right off the bat. And Chungus, how's it going, man? Extra salt and vinegar ruffled chips. Ah, yes, Ruffles, especially the salt and vinegar. You're right. I do like that. I think those are real good. It'd be cool to see you included in the gag. I do know there is one time where my brother and I actually have inserted our character. It was the Archburger episode. I think. Let me see what episode that may be. There we go. Over here. Where's the thumbnail? There it is. Episode 6. There we go. Man, that's actually a real long time ago. Yeah, episode 6. There's actually a cameo of my brother and I's character, because Nick himself in that episode was saying, man, someone needs to animate, Hutch going through the neighborhood shirtless trying to look for his burger, and it cuts to a character that just looks at you and waves. That's my brother and I's character. A little caricature of ourselves. I loved watching the knockoff Peanut wannabes when he was peaking during Arc fail, thinking the Peanut avatar is what made him popular, not the personality. It's ignorance. Yeah. It was like, you guys know that's not going to last, right? It's like, not saying for Peanut stuff, but it was just like, nobody's going to stick around because, just because you use that avatar. It was like, there's a reason why people like Peanut and continue to like him even till this day. Oh, how's it going, Skilly? Yeah, it's like, it wasn't the Avatar that made that Peanut as crazy as he is. You've got it all wrong. It wasn't the Avatar, it wasn't the other stuff, it was the commitment to truly being a Peanut. The antics and the quick unhinged comebacks and everything that just made people stop and be like, what did he say? Oh, how's it going, Kid Zombie? Love your content. Keep up the great work. We definitely will. I've got 100 episodes planned, and we're only on episode 27. Can you show what you have been so far? I think towards the end of the stream, I think my brother will show what he's working on so far. We like to save it for, you know, like the end where we feel like we've had enough to show. Because as of right now, it's only 11 seconds, so it's like when we get just a little further around, that's when we like showing it. Instead of just I don't know if anybody's seen this show, but like Parks and Rec, but there's characters inside there where one character is making an animation, and he's trying to show another character what he made for like the past 2 weeks, and it's only like 4 seconds long, maybe even less. Maybe it's like 2.5 seconds long. And then he just tries to fumble around and was like, wait, that couldn't have been all that I made in these past 2 weeks. I spent so much time on it, and it was only like 2 seconds of stuff. That's kind of like, I don't know if anybody gets it, gets what we're talking about, but that's what my brother and I feel we do if like we showed it too early. It's like, okay, here's 4 seconds of the animation. And it's like people were like, what am I supposed to laugh at? There we go. It was Requiem for a Tuesday. If you guys actually go and type that into YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about, and it fits perfectly with us not wanting to show stuff too early because we don't have enough done. Peanuts off the wall comments are great, especially when he's talking to Hutch, because you always know something's good is coming. Oh, how's it going, Perry? But isn't the more simple art style make the animation workflow faster? Yes, it does. If you have a character that's like too detailed, or maybe it's too stylized to where it's like it takes a lot of work and everything, then yeah, you can really start to feel a slowdown in terms of progress that you get done, because there's like, oh man, this character is a little complicated. It takes a lot to make one drawing of this character, and I have to draw this character 20 more times. So keeping things simple, but you know, still recognizable, I think is probably one of the biggest perks for having simple animation. Is like, okay, I can still get the story across. Oh, Boss Hog, how's it going? And Warner as well. I remember that episode of Parks and Rec. Yeah, see, so you guys know what's up. You guys get you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I legit did an icebreaker run solo, and upon doming night, I spoke out loud. Night's dead. It'll get you. It'll seep in. What software do you use for animation, sir? It's Adobe Flash CS6. An old program, but one that my brother and I still use quite often. Yeah, you don't want super detail. Ed and Eddie proved that ages ago. Yeah. But of course, you do have a full studio of people working on stuff like that. So you can get away with being a little bit more detailed when you have a full studio of like 20 to 30 people working on one episode. So how many drawings go into a video? It could depend. It's not like the old days of animation where for the most part, you kind of like had to redraw a lot of stuff. These programs allow you to continuously use drawings over and over again. But, you know, of course, if you want to get to the next drawing, you will have to, and you don't have like a next drawing, you will have to make it. So a good number of, maybe close to 100 different kinds of drawings for each episode will go into, you know, each one. Just repeating what they have said, yeah. Just repeating. We do have the FAQ, but it's such a jarring blob of text that I gotta look into. I think we need to make it like a panel down below, so that way when people ask you, like, oh, what program is it? It's like, oh, we have an FAQ down there. That way the people get all the answers to all their questions. The night sketch is one of my favorites so far. It was a fun time to watch both the real version and the animated version, because the real version, the comedy comes from how long that encounter stretched, and from the animated version, it comes from all the best parts being spliced up into the funniest moments. How long does each vid take do you aim for? There's not really no aim in terms of if you're talking about drawings. There's no aim. We'll just draw whatever we need. It's more about time. And we always try and have an episode finished. Like, let's say we start on a lot of the times, especially recently, as we started streaming, a lot of the times we'll start like on Friday or Saturday, have something ready for Sunday, work all throughout the week, and finish anywhere from like Wednesday late Wednesday evening or early Thursday afternoon. And then they get uploaded on Fridays, and then everything repeats. And in that time, we're also looking for maybe other clips and other animations as well. I think simpler is better for shorter animations. Otherwise, it's too much to look at, and I find myself not paying attention to the actual story a bit. Yeah. Especially when it comes to, you know, vertical format and everything, and, you know, everybody's TikTok brain these days. Because, like, if you have something short, people will focus on your content, and simple characters, they'll just focus on what you're trying to do rather than how good a drawing is or anything. Because I think for the most part, people really don't care how good a drawing is. Some of the most, you know, dumbest stuff on TV was, you know, back in the day was South Park. And that's still like one of the funniest things that people find today in terms of comedy. Hey, good night, Eek. Seems hard to animate the lip sync on how much mouth moves and listening to the audio closely. You would, if people are watching for the first time or maybe just getting an idea of animation, lip sync actually isn't too difficult, and it can make it feel like you're like, oh man, I'm getting a lot of progress done. When it comes to lip syncing, all you just got to do is you got to get the practice of what shapes the mouth make to make a certain sound. And then you kind of just repeat those same anywhere 5 to 8 mouths in order to get, you know, convincing animation for lip syncing. It just takes some practice in terms of that. But some people may think it takes a high amount of skill to do that. Oh, by the way, could you cut off the fingers? Just had to give him a quick little note there, so that way he doesn't ruin his stuff that he's trying to do. Do you think that paying for the subscription version is actually worth it? I see many creators that prefer old softwares because of the freedom they provide. I think it's more so of, do I really want to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one program every month? When it used to be like you used to be able to buy the entire Adobe suite. It's like, it wasn't a subscription. You used to be able to buy it all. And then, you know, of course, when the world changed and everything went to subscription based decades ago, people now, it's all about subscription. I think it's more so as like, man, I wish I could just buy stuff rather than have to rent it. Oh, is he doing the tongue lick? Yeah, I guess there is a moment where we can use a tongue lick inside here. So yeah, maybe that's a quick action that people will be like, oh, I see what you did there. Even the video news have to make these videos. They are great and so funny. Oh, thank you, good sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not just about the drawing too. It's not just about, you know, like, am I a good animator? Am I a good drawer? It's like, it also has to come from the idea as well. It's like, is this funny? It's like, I could have a nice drawing, but is this funny to look at? Especially if your goal is comedy. What is it about Peanut that made you focus on him? I would think that with your talent for creating, you both would have found a passion project before this, or did Pete just hit your funny bone hard? I think it's because of that. The big thing was my brother and I did not animate or do any kind of animation for like 8 years. We were just doing commission work and then worked with another company and did like illustration work. And, you know, after we stopped 8 years ago, we said, okay, maybe I'm not going to dive into animation, you know, especially when working in a program like this and, you know, you're coming out of college and everything. You're like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. So it's kind of like we abandoned animation. But we always had the idea to, it's like, hey, what if we return to animation and do something with that again? As just a passing thought. Never something anything serious. But then when we found Peanut and we said, wow, this guy is really funny. It's like, I wonder, just that creative mindset came back to us. It was like, I wonder if anybody's done any animated stuff about him, seeing of how much of an animated character he already is, because he's a P-tuber. It was like, that would be funny to have like a Peanut character with the person who sounds as unhinged as Peanut does, being in an animated cartoon, and found out that nobody did it. And so we were like, okay, I really like Peanut stuff. Let me go and let me attempt it myself. But, you know, we kept on procrastinating and putting off the actual attempt to do it until one day we just said, you know what? I want to do it. Let's try it. Let's try it for a few episodes. Maybe 3 or 4 episodes. We'll give it a try. If nothing comes of it, then we'll just go back to what we were doing. But if it does, then maybe we can build on it. I think that's where the idea came from. And just as many people said, watching Peanut feels like it's like the early 2010s when you're playing with your friend group, back in the Halo 3 days, back in the Gears of War days, the Modern Warfare 2 days, stuff like that. Hutch seems like Queso. Yeah, in a simplistic style, you could probably see both of them designed very similarly. The main thing is, though, it's just like, you can put Hutch's model, but give him a hoodie, and he becomes Queso. But you can also make a Queso model, just give him a hat, and a little bit of a longer, you know, like a mullet a little bit, and now he becomes Hutch. So in the simple style, the design probably would be pretty similar. Those early Halo days are my jam. It's like, I think it was the crowning moment of gaming of all time. Was the Halo 3 days. I know a lot of people do say the Halo 2 days, but my brother and I actually didn't play online video games until Halo 3. Halo 3 days, Modern Warfare 2 days. Was Gears 3 around the same time? I think it was. But it's just like all those mixed together. Literally the crowning. Oh, Battlefield 3 days, Bad Company, the true legendary days. Twisted Metal 2, the under-discussed goat of console games. I do remember playing Twisted Metal. I don't know if I ever played. Was that the on? Did Twisted Metal 2 have an online version? Or were you just saying more so for like LAN, like when you went over to your cousin's house and played Twisted Metal? Halo 3 set a standard. Yep, Halo 3, Modern Warfare 2 as well. I love Halo 3 when it came out. My parents bought that reclining gaming chair with speakers, space, or system base, and then next to your ears. Oh, okay, so you had the full setup. Oh, it's Mr. Fetus. I didn't even realize that. Hello, Mr. Fetus, good sir. Just really. Well, you got me. I had to think about that when I was like Twisted Metal. It's like I remember Twisted Metal for like the PlayStation 1. It's like I don't remember any online for that thing.
35.
It's like he got me. He got me. How's it going, my man? Currently dying to forest fire smoke here. Oh my goodness.
There's 35.
Is that the Canadian fire that's coming down and everything? Is that still a big thing? Ah, yes. Good thinking, Durka. Good thinking. Man, it sucks bad at the moment. Oh man, I remember when we had I remember when we had the fires over here in California. That was pretty bad too. So it's just nothing but non-stop smoke. Just here, big chillin', big a chilling. Yes, we bounce that support back and forth, back and forth. Mr. Habibi was here not too long ago too. I'm pretty sure he went to bed or something because he had his big subathon that he kept up for like 2 weeks. Been watching Fetus grinding Pal World. See, Pal World seems like a game like I would be very interested in doing it. And it's just I think I said the same thing when I was when my friend tried to make me play Destiny as well. It's just like it has everything that I want, yet I don't play it. I don't know why. It has everything I'm looking for. I blame Peanut for getting me addicted beyond reasonable belief. Oh, okay. So you're deep in the trenches then. Deep in the PAL trenches. My favorite Xbox game was Jade Empire, an original Fable. I always remember, I never played any of the Fables, but people I do recall saying that, hey, the Fable series, this is where it's at. Oh no, buddy, not you too. Not you too. Honestly, I wish I had a game that I was addicted to again. I currently am just waiting for 3 games right now. Dawn of War 4, No Rest for the Wicked coming on out in October, and then later on in 2027 when we have Total War 40K. I am a gigantic Giga RTS nerd. No Rest for the Wicked is going to be sick. I think the only other time where I was that dedicated to a game where I would play for like 6 hours and then get off for 20 minutes and then want to play another 6 hours was Elden Ring. And then Shadow of the Erdtree. And then later on was No Rest for the Wicked when my first playthrough. And then I've stopped playing for the moment because I wanted to wait for the 1.0 release to make it feel like I'm playing it all the way again. I'm still addicted to StarCraft 2. Hey, StarCraft's a great game. Oh my goodness. Burnt Peanut Plus sent 10 gifted over on the YouTube side. My man. My good man. Thank you, good sir. I'm just randomly just showed up
35
and gifted out those big ones. Appreciate you, my man. I'm sorry I'm not as animated as Peanut himself. I can't reach those octaves as he can. We're just animated in a different way. But thank you so much, my good sir. If you're around on the YouTube side and you happen to get a gifted sub from Burnt Peanut Plus, go ahead and give him a thank you. Seeing as you're a wholesome man, as a new blooded artist, I seem to get stumped on perfect art style or mascot. Mascot seems priority and complex, or just posting stuff. I think, in terms of that, when you're a new artist and you're just trying to do something, just draw. Don't focus on a style. Don't focus on what you want things to look like. Just as long as you're getting practicing, because even we still need practice, even to this day. As long as you're getting practicing, as long as you're doing what you want to do, or stuff that you want to see, that's probably the number one thing that you would want to focus on, rather than it's like, oh, I should be this, or I should focus on that. It's just getting the sense of, okay, I actually did draw something today. What do I want to draw tomorrow? What do I want to draw in an hour or so? That's what I think you should try and focus on. Just getting into the habit of loving what you're doing. Yeah, of course you could have a goal for stuff, but it doesn't hurt to just get your ideas out there, or try to get your ideas out there. Or if you're trying to learn something, go into a deep dive of what you're trying to learn, and then practice in what you see. Oh, how's it going, Path? Oh, and creates as well. Gifting a sub to Knight's Death. Oh my god, he's in Knight's in chat as well. I can't believe this. Knight's dead. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness you got Knight's dead. He got him. And now we're all safe for another day, another stream. Knight's dead. We got him. Congratulations, everybody. To be honest, I miss P being off on Sunday. I'm missing a lot of stream. It's fine. It's fine, Perch. It was always a good test to see, because obviously, this is content centered around Peanut, but if Peanut's on, then people would want to go and watch him, as people would naturally do. Heck, I'd do it if I wasn't doing it. You draw like AI. Oh, thank you, my man. That means I know just barely enough to look as mediocre as AI does. I have both of them up and switching between. See, there we go. Has Burnt Peanut ever burnt a peanut? That's a great question. And Big Geoff, how's it going, man? What program do you use? Adobe Flash CS6. An old program. I have both streams up. I'm sure you guys got some ideas from this new Rust event. Yes. We have a few ideas, but we wanted to make sure that we got some dark and darker clips. But now it could potentially be back to going to back to Rust. I know a lot of people have wanted some Rust content again. But of course from the Rust server rather than this current Rust one. This current Rust event that's going on. But there have been some great moments from the Rust event. and to all the people that have been following this whole time. Wanted to give a thanks to you guys as well. I see all the followers as well. It's just there would be a little too much for the stream to be popping up all the time, but just know that we do see them. Absolutely. Oh, another quick sip. Endless content for us to choose from. Exactly. It's like suffering from success. It's like I don't know which clip to do. There's so many I have to choose. And in the time of you making the one that you chose, more come up. So you're like, oh, I gotta work faster. I gotta go and do other stuff. Oh, you meant like a compliment how smooth your cursor moved. Ah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I see. I see. Is your VTuber a GIF on VTuber? Yeah, I think it is. At least that's what we uploaded it as. So we just is that what the program's called over there? Yeah, it is. It is a silly little GIF made with that program. Because we're like, I don't know how to rig a model or anything or any of that fancy stuff.
In every lobby that we've entered in so.
One moment, it seems my air went off, so let me go ahead and open this window. A moment.
In every lobby that we've entered in.
Ah, there we go, much better. Looks good so far. Thank you, my man. Into Darkness. It's funny because it's a dark and darker clip that that's being worked on today. You could just capture your lips like Burnt Peanut. Okay, see, that's what we're trying to avoid. As in, now you're getting two on the nose. It would be fitting, but you know we don't want to take everything. We've already got the name and we're already doing the content. It's like we don't need to dive that far. We have the ability to do something on our own. No, but it's funny. I think over the weekend when Gimmick and John and Coco all went over to Peanut's house, I think last week. Gimmick said that he was able to try on the avatar, the PTuber model, and he says it was like, and with that model, my mustache was able to come through, so he got to see himself as Peanut with a mustache. You're here and ready to party? Well, welcome in, welcome in. Need to change the gift to have a Pringle in his mouth, or maybe like every stream it changes. It changes the food snack that's in there. Found Jade Empire on Steam. Didn't even think to look there till tonight. Dark Sector is here too. Baddest Xbox 360 game. I remember hearing about Dark Sector. I gotta check that one out myself. Yeah, he said they all got to be Peanut. Yeah, they all got to be Peanut for that night. Just messing around as they were hanging out. He said that they were playing like Halo 3 custom games on split screen and Super Smash Brothers and everything. So he said it felt, oh no, it was Coco. It was Coco that was saying. Oh no, I think they both said it. Coco said that it felt like they were kids again. I was like, see, that's what you want. They were giving him shit about the hamburger helper. Yes. They were, man, catch a break. Like meat and noodles. It was like, isn't that called spaghetti? It's like, oh, it's hamburger helper. Yeah, we have Hutch over here looking like Gandalf the Great White Shark. Just chomps everything in his path. This is gonna be good. Can't wait. Absolutely, Hammer. This is a fun episode. Another quick sip. I'm surprised I finished all this water so far.
In every lobby that we've entered.
Hutch looking like a supersized wizard. That's what magic does to you when you start. When you guys start eating all the magic spells. You guys thought about TTS at all? We were actually trying, I think, setting up TTS, but with both of us paying attention. Maybe perhaps we can, if we ever decide to have like a double work day where we're both working, but then we both have a mic. Maybe we could set up TTS to go ahead and, you know, for us to be able to talk to chat as we're both working. There's so much friendly fire in Dark and Darker. I think that's what's fun about it. As much as I like to give the game Helldivers a lot of grief just because of how it's managed so far and everything, I have like 800 hours in Helldivers. That's how long I played it. But I think that was always the fun thing, is just I'm not aiming for my teammates, but there is the possibility of me hitting my teammates. Enjoyed a THC root beer. You know what? A root beer actually sounds pretty good right now. Or maybe a root beer float if you have some vanilla. Water equals silly juice. Sure. It's actually just my water with flavoring inside of it. So people don't realize that I can't drink water straight on without a little bit of sugar in it. But hey, I checked all the calories on this thing. It says nothing across the board. There's no calories, there's no sugar. There is red 40 though. Flavor is vodka. I think vodka would destroy my esophagus from how much acid I get from drinking alcohol. I love watching Hutch's reactions to your drawings. Can't wait to see Gimmick show up in these. I'm envisioning an exaggerated mustache. There's actually I forgot, because we still have 2 episodes with that we haven't posted yet. Gimmick is in one of them. He doesn't have a talking portion, but he does. He is inside one of the episodes that hasn't been posted yet. Deeper voice for scary pasta. Like when we start reading the creepypastas. Yeah, as the streams goes on, and my voice gets a little deeper as we go. Did you play the days when the stratagems were glitched? That was fun while it lasted. Like you threw one Gatling barrage and it sent down like 30 Gatling barrages. Yeah, and then it crashed your game. Yeah, I played during that time. I will say there was a few fun times where you threw down a what was it, 340 or something like that? The full on barrage. And like 10 of them came down. I did, and it didn't crash my game. It only crashed my game with a Gatling barrage. But yeah, I did play during that quick brief moment when the game was super glitchy. As a Halo fan, it hurt my heart to hear that they had Helldivers type ODST in-game development and canceled it. Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about just in general. That they, because I was talking to myself, I'm like, they do have an ODST collab inside there, but then I remembered, or then I read that you said an ODST or a Helldivers styled game like ODST. That was unfortunate. I wonder, did they scrap it after Helldivers came out? They were like, oh, somebody literally already beat us to the punch here. I didn't hear about too much of that. Walking Barrage would crash the servers just because of just how far it traveled and everything. I remember when I did all mine, the only thing that actually crashed the server was the Gatling Barrage because it sent down like 1,000 projectiles. The server couldn't even handle it, and then it just crashed. Halo isn't Halo anymore. I'm glad they canceled that. The Helldiver knockoff. Yeah, it's like I'm getting mixed things hearing about like the campaign remade or the campaign evolved. Like, is it just too different? I feel like if you really wanted that updated graphics and the updated thing, didn't they already do that in the Master Chief Collection? Where you could easily just swap back and forth between the two versions of the game? I thought that was like the most true to like the source material, is just true to the normal game. You're playing an upgraded version of the game in terms of graphics, but then it plays exactly the same. It's like, you did that already. Well, I know I was very confused hearing about the remake. I'm like, didn't they already do that? Didn't they already do everything they needed? The core is there, but they chipped at the soul of it so much it hurts to see. Yeah, I have been hearing people say the same. Which is unfortunate, because I was thinking about doing it myself, and then I just kept hearing that people was like, it's a nice like tech demo, but it kind of lost its soul. I'm like, really? So I think it took me away from trying it out there. I think Microsoft didn't think it would work and said no. Abundantly conspiracy that campaign evolved was a proof of concept to higher ups. They could use Unreal Engine 5 to pump out content. That would make sense. That would definitely make some sense for sure. Oh my goodness. Burnt Peanut Plus, keep doing real art. We appreciate the effort. Oh my goodness, a $100 super chat from Burnt Peanut Plus. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Oh my god, thank you so much, my man. Just coming in here and gifting 10 subs and not saying anything, and then just later on just saying, hey, here's a nice crisp hundo for you, my man. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, my man. I'm glad we could make content that a lot of people enjoy and people feel like they can support us in a way that allows us to continue doing that. But absolutely, W, huge thank you to you, my good man. I'm glad so many people, even with the people that have the moments where they're able to capture a moment and upload it themselves, of like Peanut's reaction to the stuff and everything, that people still go out of their way to make sure that they tag my brother and I in those clips and everything, which is a huge help to us. because it just means that it's being able to be shared with more people. But absolutely huge, my man. I unfortunately don't have any like on-screen alerts for any of that stuff yet, but I think there'll may be a stream one day where we just start working on big alerts where we can really appreciate something like that. But you are a scholar and a gentleman. Absolutely huge. We shall remember this, good sir. Yeah, we don't have a nuke drop like Peanut does. I gotta get myself our own mark to help us make some stuff like that. Or I gotta crack the whip a little bit more on this guy over here and be like, get to it. Get to those alerts.
In every lobby that we've entered in so
Absolutely Jai-Hugic. My brother will go ahead and save that for sure.
in every lobby that we've entered in so
Is that party chip next to Hutch? It is. But because he doesn't stream with a camera or anything. Because he doesn't stream with a camera or anything, we didn't know what to do. So we said, okay, wait a minute. I think he has a stream where he has actually like a little chip character. That's like a tortilla chip. So he's like, okay, that's good enough. Good enough, we will go ahead and use that. Still the big parts of it. Still the big parts of it are with between Hutch and Peanut and everything. But, you know, to have the accent of party chip there with them. That took me too long to pick up on. Yeah, it's like I'm thinking like people see Peanut's character and they're like, okay, that feels fine. Then they don't even recognize the other character and be like, it's not even out of the ordinary to see something like that. Until people realize, like, wait a minute, who is that guy? I was like, oh, it's Party Chip. I was like, hey guys. No, but you're absolutely right. He has been there since the beginning. Not saying too much in this episode, but he is definitely still part of the crew. Oh, sorry, Perch. I didn't even see you there on the kick side, but yes, thank you, my man. You're gonna if I had an account that I could log into over there, I would have already made you a mod over on the kick side because everybody has been telling me, it's like, oh, Perch knows everything about the kick side. I'm like, well, that's perfect. Oh, wait, there you go. I think my brother already went over there and did. Aha, there we are. All is right in the world. You guys do a great job of capturing the character of the guys. I think it's because we're trying to, we're just trying to keep things simple, and then it's just like, all right, quickly, make Nick short, quickly. make Cloaksy a furry, quickly make Hutch fat. You know, it's like if you just like base it down to those very core principles, I think that's when you can get something something funny just from that quick thought of doing that for characters to get the point across.
Every lobby that we've entered in so
Got both peanuts on lock. I agree. Yeah, exactly. As Bunny said, you're a good man. You're a good man, new. Easy to say, hard to do, though. I agree. Sometimes it takes decades of practice to try and get that, and then still you're like, how do I draw this guy again? Oh, the triangle person. That's Party Chip, the third person that they were playing with during this episode. But because Party Chip doesn't stream with a camera, we just used one of his like his little emo characters, which is a chip, like a tortilla chip or something like that, or maybe it's like a Dorito of some kind. So that's who this third character is. People may wonder, it's just like, who is that? Oh, and Vexa, how's it going? Damn, you do this live too? This is cool. Well, welcome in. I'm glad to have you guys here. Loved how nervous he was to be in the group. I think that's how you could tell who's someone who has not, maybe who's not played with someone like Peanut before, is because he was very, he found everything that Peanut did hilarious, which I'm pretty sure the grand majority of people would do if they were able to play with Peanut for the very first time. I was just like, oh, I've seen this, now I get to experience it for myself. You watch all the edits on TikTok, man. They're awesome. Keep it up. Why, thank you, good sir. Yes, thank you, good sir. I'm glad that we can deliver on such ventures. Is Chip the one Peanut rated after stream? I'm not too sure. I do not know if that if that's what it was. It could have been. He did. Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Then yeah. I guess Chip was the one that he did it. He did end up rating. You know for a guaranteed fact that he was tweaking. Okay, so it was Chip then. Because I think he was the more experienced player out of them three, right? Like, is Chip a Dark and Darker like main? Is that his main game? They were all yelling to run ads. It's like, quickly do it, run it. Yeah, my brother mentioned that it'd be like, hey, I really wanted to get to this this guy over here, the guy that comes in, the other little wizard. I think it was like some kid that came in and was like, hey guys. Oh, Party Chip's a playtest player that still plays. Oh, okay. So definitely a main Dark and Darker player who knows all the ins and outs. So yeah, he definitely was the carry of the squad, even though Hutch is pretty familiar with the game himself. Peanut is making the game a little better, as in the interest to play it is making like the devs want to change and move stuff so that way Peanut keeps playing. Is that Or maybe when you have so many eyes on it, maybe they'll be more inclined to maybe change some stuff if Peanut makes a comment on it. Like an SR, you can now have all perks at level 5. Oh, okay. It used to be level 15. Oh, okay. So that's a huge improvement. Any game he's touched but Arc Raiders makes the dev work harder. Yeah, I think when Peanut touched Arc Raiders, it made the devs want to work less. I don't know. I'm just pulling the leg, but you know, I really enjoyed Arc Raiders. I wish I could still enjoy it, but I just don't. But let's see how they handle this new version of, you know, twice a year, every 6 months kind of update. Will it be a substantial update that Peanut will come back and keep it as a main again? I know I can't remember if it was either. I think it was Hutch one day that he says, like, I wish we could all go back to playing Ark again, because it was such a lightning in a bottle moment. They got a yacht and said, peace out. Well, that'll happen. The game is not the game is not easy though. Hardest game of VE ever played. He's bringing more players, so that's a plus. Hey, more eyes to a game like Dark and Darker is always a good time. I'm actually, even though I don't actively play anymore, I was actually very curious if they were ever going to play that one game or the one session of Junji showing Peanut how to play Helldivers and everything. I think that would have been a hilarious time to see them just team killing each other on the hardest difficulty. Like, even though I don't play that much anymore, and you know, I'm kind of indifferent a little bit about the game, is like I still want to see it happen. It's gonna be way too late. Everyone is gonna be on GTA only. Yeah, that's gonna be like a knockout for sure. It's like, even if the game is quote unquote bad, people are going to be playing it for years. And if the online is going to be just as an improvement, if not 10 times better than GTA 5, you're looking at people playing that game and it being the top charts of all streaming platforms for the next 10 years, just as it is right now. I was so bad at Dark and Darker when it came out, I stopped and said never again. He went in one time and he said, nope. That wizard design is perfect. Yeah, it's just because it's just some kid that comes over and be like, hey guys, you don't want to put too much emphasis on it. But I know of cartoons and shows that do that, where they'll have their main characters and then a background character is like the most scuffed thing you've ever seen. And it's so funny. But no real end game or chase items worth a lot of money. Yeah, there's nothing of substance there that can keep people glued there. I played with Peanut and them on a holdfast, but I never talked to any of them. It was everyone in chat joining. Ah. Oh wait, I didn't even realize the first thing. Is that, are you making a mage? Is that me? Is like, it could be you if you sound like a 13-year-old running into to a Dark and Darker match. No, I'm 43. Okay, then it might not be you. Just a hunch. "43 with a deep voice." I'm not gonna lie, I kind of finished all this water, almost. I did it. I drank the whole thing. It was like three bottles of water right there. Did you go to school for animation? My brother and I did. Learned a few things there, not too much that we didn't already learn ourselves. But we got a lot of practice with working with other people. 13 with a deep voice, 2001. How's it going, Stinky? Oh, look at this man out here. Look at the scholar and gentleman. This is like first time cheddar, and then bam, hits you with a prime sub, just because. Love the animated video when you turn Cloaksley into a furry wolf. That was an exclusive episode for Peanut's side over there. We got a few more times that we're thinking of that we're gonna be running with that joke. Just last episode too, you had Cloaksley looking at FurryCon tickets. He was just putting it up to mess with him to get it up next week, but bam, there it is. Look, there it is. There it is. He turned a furry into Cloaksley, actually. Oh yeah, and from the Counter-Strike episode, it's like, oh, you're lucky you're on stream. Your watch time is 0. Oh my goodness, Blazin', you've been a ghost this whole time. You haven't been watching anything.
As I was saying, I think it's okay.
And Misprint as well. He hasn't been watching anything. I'm actually not too sure why that's happening. Stream Elements is on. Oh, no, he can't lie with the data. The data is saying that you guys are all full of it. Okay, I'll definitely need to check to see what's up with that. Why? Because Stream Elements has been on since the first Twitch stream. So I do not know why it is not updating with that. Yeah, what's your name on Twitch? Or what's your name in game? Not Cloaksley. Okay, then what is it? Not Cloaksley. Yeah, I know. What is your name in game? Oh, and just in perfect timing fashion, my tab crashed. Wonderful. I'll be calling my credit card company that I've never watched 1 second and need my money back. Oh, look, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing exactly. He's using the cheat codes, the hack How's it going, Crooked? Exclamation point, bankruptcy. Okay, so I think my brother is actually getting it ready to see a preview of what we got. I didn't really even realize yet already today. We're already like 35 minutes past our usual amount that we like to stream. And it feels like an odd day today, huh? Feels like an off day. It's like you don't usually see Peanut on a Sunday, so it feels like your week's all thrown off. Oh, then you're probably used to this. And then you're probably pretty familiar with this. So I think he's just saving real quick. And maybe he's turning off some Can you guys hear? Go ahead and let me. In fact, hold on. Let me play the. Let me turn on my headphones and see.
Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting.
Okay, so I think we can hear. I think we can hear stuff.
Really quick.
Okay, so I think. Okay, good. Everyone says that they hear it. Perfect. So I think, with that being said, I think it is ready to watch our first watch through of how the episode is going so far. Okay, so here we go, everybody.
Really quick. Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that teaming up with other wizards is not smiled upon by the developers.
Peanut, there's 35 Dream Snipers in every lobby that we've entered in so.
I think that's one right now. Nobody move.
As I was saying, I think it's okay.
Hello, wizard.
So we were able to get the lick in there, so that's good. But let's go ahead and watch just another time again, just because.
Really quick. Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that teaming up with other wizards is not smiled upon by the developers.
Peanut, there's 35 Dream Snipers in every lobby that we've entered in so.
I think that's one right now. Nobody move.
As I was saying.
There we go. Exactly as intended. Not every part was done like how we usually do, but you know, my brother really wanted to get to that little wizard coming around the corner. That's for sure the thing he wanted to do. And I think we have some great progress as well. Who knows, if things plan out, then we might be streaming again tomorrow, seeing as Peanut said that he may be off tomorrow. We'll see how the day pans out. For sure. Yeah, if Peanut's not on tomorrow, we'll definitely stream ourselves. It could be probably more work, or it could be a game. Maybe a little bit of a mix of both. Maybe some work in earlier, and then maybe a game or two and later on. We'll have to see how it pans out. But I think just for one more time, we're gonna go ahead and play it just once more, just in case if anybody has not seen how it's coming out so far. We'll go ahead and play it one more time, just because.
Really quick. Wizard meeting over here. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting. Wizard meeting.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that teaming up with other wizards is not smiled upon by the developers.
Peanut, there's 35 Dream Snipers in every lobby that we've entered in so.
I think that's one right now. Nobody move.
As I was saying, I think it's okay.
And there we go. That's what I call a spicy meatball. Can't wait for the finished video. Yeah, there's the Dark and Darker stuff has been very fun. I enjoy watching Dark and Darker. I think it's a fun time, specifically just because of how chaotic everything goes. I love that they're in a chest. Yeah, I kind of, if nobody remembers, I kind of reused the same joke from the Habibi episode because they were in a box, but this time they're in a chest. So sometimes you just need a transition, and hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So I think it works. It's still different because it's on theme. Doesn't seem like a game I would play, but funny to watch him play. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game to watch, especially with all the chaos that eventually comes their way, just inherently. I think it works absolutely. So I think under our normal style of doing things, I think we should try and find a person to raid who can. Oh, I think maybe. Yeah, you're right, Misprint. Is just like Peanut's still on, the event's still going on. Why don't we go and raid John? Because he's playing in the rest event with Peanut, so I think it might be a good idea. Let me. There we go. I think we're gonna go ahead and go and raid John over there, because it's everyone's gonna go and watch Peanut anyway. But just to go and hang out with John for a little bit and see his perspective, and have Peanut open as well, I think it would be a really good idea for us to go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and get that raid started right here. Yes, sir. I think it's a great idea. They are gearing up for. They're in the middle of war right now, anyway, so it should be a fun time. Excellent stream, everybody. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and everyone for all the generous donations that you guys have been given today. Misprint and Tiggles and Durka and Burnt Peanut Plus as well. You guys are scholars and gentlemen. We shall remember this till the day where we can no longer make stuff anymore. And for everyone else that I unfortunately may have forgotten, seeing as I don't have the Streamlabs up thing right now. But everyone, thanks again. We could potentially be seeing you guys tomorrow. So with that being said, we'll head on over to John's stream. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.